Yo, what's up, man? We back at like a crack at. This is your boy Ill. Alright, we back at it with some new info.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com.
What up, world? This is Grammy music producer Ryan Ghost Bowser rocking it out with First Fam West Radio and your man's Mr. Illustrator. And on the ones and twos, we got Crazy D. Spin that, man.
Tools in the box, the haters wanna stop it. Mom's on like cocaine. I'm a fly human being, money is the reason. No reason about those games. Keep the tools in the box, the haters wanna stop it. Mom's on like cocaine. Pure white, Peruvian, take flight, ride the wind, long nights, getting it in. Is this the life of a hooligan? Ninjas on the street, they trying to avoid the chalk. Talk it out, maybe after let the heat spark. Gunshots, bury victims in the dirt quick. Circle of death, calling it the work shift. Mind blown, mind gone. Just took a life he don't care about his own. But this is what the youth taught, turned up. Mommy offered those pills, plus she coked up. Out to celebrate, told it's the last days. Racing, chase away the pain of his lane. Ain't no shame, she peeling off her lace and things.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ay, call it an egg, that's my mafia twin. Jordan Downs, red finger, that's on gorillas, bitches going down. On instant, I'm out rolling rounds. Smoke his brother, smoking his brother. Now we in the cloud. Played our freestyle in the courtroom. Brody lost his trial. Doing dope all around the kid, so she lost her child. See, this mafia way of living, it's just our lifestyle. It ain't no way. Let's get busy right now, okay? Diamonds dancing, it's off a lick. I like to rock. Keep it on me, unfortunately. I done shot people, not legal, nigga. I'm a spinner.
What up,
non-lethal. John Cena.
Chris, what it do?
Long live to leave it. Hood boy was quick to squeeze the trigger. If your son ever hungry, doggy, I kill for that nigga. I'll die for this shit.
What's up, y'all?
My killers, that is not
Everybody
my
in
baby.
good
Lately,
mood,
I've been
good
focused on
spirits,
skill.
y'all.
I can't tell you what. Just know the code word is DJing. That's a highlight play, buddy. We gon' replay it. Well known gorillas from my city, they know we famous. You ain't talking no money, get in line and keep waiting, keep hating. I promise it's coming, little Larry, be patient. I had to cut this bitch off. She got feelings and tats.
Your song is
down
spicy.
to the ground to the collapse. Don't listen to your music, that shit weak, and I'm blowing this cap. 556 loud, ARP ain't no hope. You speaking on my dead, it's okay. You for sure getting smacked. Don't need a microphone, but you know it's for solely a rap. Big eye busters, the enemies is for so getting back. Don't believe none of your story, that shit make believe. 2 2 3s, you ain't ducking nothing. This could shoot through 3. Cold word, mental cycle. I came to make a pussy bleed.
Hey, we got some shit to talk about, man. This little Larry, man, mafia lifestyle. Make sure y'all go run the numbers up. Y'all hear that music, man. Go fuck with it. Salute to little Larry. Turn up Thursdays, man. Turn up Thursdays. Is Diddy gonna tell? Kim Porter's book.
Why you dissing me on the net? We from the same city. Always did a house with it on me. Yes, it came with me.
Cornelius Smith.
Start with a drum, so you know I got on stage.
Everybody out.
Outside thugging on this block,
The
'cause I have
liquor,
no home. Kill a nigga
beans,
playing with my bro if he right.
baby oil, he did it all.
That's fuck nigga, what's happening? Like a donkey in this club. It's okay, we get the
Straight drop is guilt.
Figure tricky shit, I'm passing. It's time to
All
pass on the
charges.
house. If you
You
can
gonna
lie
get
dead
it
in my face, I can smack you dead. No mouth.
There's definitely a lot going on.
Shoot it, I ain't breaking nothing down. If you want it, dog, we into it. Been a couple times they had me. Fortunately, they blew it. Trying to keep my mind inside of my head. Confused.
Yeah. I'm coming straight from the bottom, yeah. I had to hustle, yeah. I had no option. Oh Lord, it's 40 on me. No something moves if you move, I'ma pop it. To my low, so I was cracking the nigga, it ain't no was poppin'. I had to drop, they didn't wanna give me no jobs, I had no option. Yeah, bitch, I'm from the road, door of your foes. I'm in this bitch with my bros, bitches a go. I get them all by the low. Yeah, by the low. Yeah, solid bitch, I never fold. I never fold, bitch. I'm hot as a torch. Try to touch me, you get scorched. Car faster than a Porsche. All I know, no watch me score. Master Yoda got the force. It's all authentic, there's no force. They don't wanna see me young. That's why I did this on my own. On all nigga shit. No handouts, so no loans. So don't call my phone. I get my whole city hope.
Yo,
They
facts
telling me
time.
that I'm the GOAT. You can go and take a vote. Really come from cooking coke. Play with guns and
They
out my
hated
nose.
on
Bitch, you know I'm
Dolph,
really
man.
young.
Dolph
I
the
would dig
Don,
until I
man.
go. Roll cold until I coast.
Live.
Bitch, you know just how it go. Yeah, you know I'm reppin' foes. Yeah, I'm coming straight from the bottom. Yeah, I had to hustle. Yeah, I had no option. Full loaded 40 on me. No certain moves if you move, I'ma pop it. Bitch, I'm a low. So I was cracking the nigga. It ain't no was poppin'. I had to trap. They didn't wanna give me no jobs. I had no option. Yeah, bitch, I'm from the grove. Do up your foes. Yeah, I'm in this bitch with my bros. Bitches a go. I get them all by the low. Yeah, by the low. Yeah, solid bitch, I never fold. I never fold. I'm coming straight from the bottom. Yeah, I had to hustle.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm
I
with
had
you
no
on that
option.
one. I'd rather
Loaded 40 on me.
be rich
No
than
certain moves
famous.
if you move, I'ma pop it. Bitch, I'm a low. So I was cracking the nigga. It ain't no was poppin'. I had to trap. They didn't wanna give me no jobs. I had no option. Yeah.
Yo, salute to Davin Don, man. No options, man. Salute to VA Richmond, man, in the building, man. All my folks from the Southeast, Midwest. Y'all know what it's up. What's going on, fellas? What's poppin', y'all?
What's good, bro? What's good?
Hey, man, the
Salute,
weekend's almost here. The weekend's almost here, man.
salute to the chat, man.
Yeah. So, if y'all don't know by now, the Young Dolph case is, I'm not gonna say it's over, but they did find Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop the Soap. I mean, Straight Drop, guilty,
Straight dummy,
goofy,
straight stupid.
man. He got a lot of nicknames coming now. Hey, so we gonna get into that. Then, this Diddy situation, of course, is unpacking more and more. A lot more people coming out. Of course, everybody got something to say. When it hit the white networks, that's when you be like, yeah, shit is really, really real. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they breaking down the case. They breaking down some of the stuff that he should, to expect or whatnot. And in this trial, uh, and Kim Porter, if y'all know, she dropped the book when she passed away. They said that she wanted the book to be released. Well, we gonna get into that. And it's a lot of crazy, creepy ass shit up in that motherfucking book. A lot of allegations of murder, drugs, sex parties, all types of wild shit going on.
God damn.
Yeah, man. They get love from everybody. Right.
It was straight hate, Chris, for shit show.
Definitely. Let's get into this JJ Evans. Cornelius, man, y'all see right there in front on your screen, man. He done spilled the bean. He done told it all. Shout out to Lionel B. So y'all go run them numbers up.
And come back, you pick up that money from your woman.
Yeah, I picked this big one from her. I saw how much it was. I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
$800. That's silly, bro.
Yeah, that is.
Look, listen to rewind it, fam. Listen to what he said.
All right. Is that the only time you got any money?
Yeah.
This is 11.
Right there. You good.
Justin, is that correct?
Yeah, I was teasing his phone, like, you know what I'm saying? I need that money for the party, you know what I'm saying?
Are there times that you're trying to communicate with Justin and in fact you're communicating with somebody else?
I ain't know it, you know what I'm saying? It's time I ain't know.
Okay. Did you come to find out that Jamarcus Johnson had Justin's phone after the murder.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I found that out. I got locked up.
When you were communicating with Justin, okay, these times when Jamarcus had his phone and doing three-way stuff or whatever, what was the substance of those conversations?
Well, first time I was on the way back from Atlanta, and he said he had got a little package from his homeboy so we could have some money in our pocket or whatever. And I was coming back from Atlanta, so I like, I was like 2 hours out. So I like, man, I don't want to just put it in the mailbox.
Right.
He said he had a letter.
Definitely sound dumb.
I know it'd be too many folks in my dad's neighborhood still here to be seeing what put in the mailbox and go back. So I told him to get it to the lady in the door, like a grandma figure to me or whatever, and he gave her $500 in a letter.
$500 in a letter. And
$500 in a letter.
Listen to what the lawyer ready to say, bro. This shit. Hey, listen to how he answered that bitch, bro.
Yo,
this nigga is a junkie, bro.
Yo, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this live, man. Show us some love. That's all we hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That's it.
Obviously, you're supposed to get $40,000,
Right.
but you got $500 in a letter.
You saying right here, yeah.
And what was the substance of the letter?
Saying that Juke said if we get caught up, you know, make sure we have the best lawyers and all that old stuff. Be hot right now.
And this first payment is when you get back from Atlanta.
Juke told them to rely on getting their lawyer defense.
Me and my girl went out there. After after they found the cop. We went on out there.
Okay. Get scarce.
Yeah. I got scared. I got on them.
Did y'all drive out there?
Yeah, we drove out there.
Stay in a hotel?
Yeah, stayed in a hotel.
About how long were you gone?
I was gone a couple days. I ain't had any more money on me.
You don't have money, you gotta come back.
Yeah, I gotta come back.
And you come back, you pick up that money from the old woman?
Listen to this shit.
Yeah, I picked up the money from her, and I saw how much it was. I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You could spend that on pills in one day, man.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah,
What you do with the letter?
I flushed down the toilet.
Is that the only time you got any money from Justin?
Nah, a couple days later,
All that nigga
I was in the city or whatever, and he was saying that he might have it
X pills and Percocets,
bring me some money or whatever. Hold me down. So dang, he been pulled up about 20,000-30,000 leads, you know what I mean? But I had my girl to get out the car, and she met the person that was driving on the street or whatever. I had her to have her face mask on, and she said they had their face masks on, so we don't know who it was, but they gave her $300.
$300. Okay. This is from Justin's folks.
Yeah, this was just folks.
Yo, like you said on the other live, homie.
That motherfucker, bro.
Yo, Nutter, like you said on the other live, that nigga JJ was feeding that nigga. That nigga little bit by little.
You already know. He got that money, man. We just get pitch feeding that nigga just to, you know what I mean? Man, he already knew what he was gonna do, bro.
That's crazy. I mean, you could tell even when he went to shoot up Dolph, you could tell he had that fiend.
Yeah, because
he was just like even when if you look at it, bro, he almost tripped over that bump.
Yeah,
he almost tripped over that.
That nigga was tweaking. On it head first one out. What?
Yeah, it wasn't like
off
hey,
the
man, hold up.
Side straight. The first one on it like ain't looking out who out there.
None.
A nigga could have came from behind them and started hitting.
Right.
They wouldn't even know. You know what I mean?
That nigga took off. Then
That's why Straight Drop took a minute before he came out because he probably looked around before he hopped out the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he done it before. Remember he shot up that bowling alley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They forgot about that case. He actually shot somebody and shot up the bowling alley.
Yeah.
It's funny because when you look at it, it looked like Straight Drop only shot him a few times. The other dude who snitched
Man, that nigga
did the most killing.
That nigga
That
went
nigga,
crazy with that
come on,
Draco.
man, did he?
He didn't know what he was doing with that bitch, but
Yeah, he dude
he
asked him,
was
"You
that
shot one
nigga.
before?"
He like,
Nope, I
hell
ain't never
nope.
shot one.
He didn't know what he was doing with that bitch.
Oof.
All right, so now
Hit
we've
the
been
like
paid
button,
about
y'all.
$800.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah.
Is there any other payment coming?
All the payments stopped, then.
All the payments.
Everything stopped.
Is there any time that you or your girlfriend or anybody received a large check?
Nah.
Case got $50,000 to represent you. Did you not?
I don't know exactly how much you get. I don't know.
Okay. All right. And you knew that we're all clear here. That money came from CMG, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly who, but yo.
All right.
Damn.
So you talked today.
Yo, he just said
You got
CMG
paid for what you just
Yeah.
testified to. Didn't you?
I down locked up.
You got paid.
My
Yeah,
lawyer was paid.
CMG paid for him a lawyer
You got $50,000 to pay a lawyer, right?
But he fired that lawyer.
Three.
I guess he
I
gave
don't
the
know how
money
much it
to
was,
his
but
family.
three. My lawyer.
Okay. And there's no question that money was for services rendered.
Oh, so what? Say that again. Say that again. You said
He fired the lawyer they had paid 50,000. I guess he had fired the lawyer and gave the rest of that money, let his family handle the rest of that money.
I mean, he already knew he was fucked, homie. And the funny thing about it is like he could have just said, "Yeah, I did the whole thing."
But he
You
said he
know,
don't know how much them niggas gave the lawyer. Yeah, facts, Miss. That's what I was saying. Facts, Mississippi D. He fired the lawyer, and the family got the money.
Yo, that's crazy.
Cause he already knew he was gonna tell, fam.
I mean, Mrs. D, you gotta think. You right there at the cash register, and you ringing up a dude for some cookies, and the nigga just start shooting. Like they just started dumping. She saw that he was getting dumped on and ran to the back. I don't think she even had time to say, "Hey, Dolph, look out!" You know what I'm saying? She just
Hell
saw.
no, man, that girl said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, she took off to the back.
When you could tell the way her face expression was and everything under that mask, that girl said, "Oh hell no," and went in the back.
Went in the back. I mean, long live Dolph, but I don't know. It was just evident, man. I mean, Dolph was just moving reckless, homie, at that part. I mean, we gotta be honest. I mean, he was living reckless, homie. He had his brother that was protecting him.
But that
His
shit
brother got
crazy,
off.
bro. That shit crazy because them niggas was on their way to the turkey drive. Whatever artist was out there, they would just go be out there shooting. They ain't give a fuck who was out there. Just so happened when they was on their way up there, they see Dolph drive past going towards the cookie shop, and they
Right.
followed them there, bro.
But see, just imagine if Dolph had like the bodyguards around him or some
Yeah,
security around him. Like
yeah, he should have
he's
been
standing
driving
there.
2 or 3 cars deep.
Yeah, like he get out to get the cookies, right? But the bodyguard standing behind him.
Standing by the door.
Yeah, standing by looking at, bro. He didn't have nothing. He was naked out there, bro. It was just like
Yeah, that's a
Nipsey
fact.
naked,
That's
bro.
a fact, Chris. He was comfortable, just like Nipsey was
Yeah,
comfortable.
too comfortable, bro.
Like three too, cause three
Three,
knew
three.
he ain't supposed to been in them
Yeah,
apartments. Know what I mean? Three
he
knew he ain't
drove.
supposed to.
Look at the three. Three had just
Three was
was with
comfortable.
the other girl. According to what she said, he was with her. He
Yeah,
went to go do the acting. Like he had came from LA. Flew in from LA from doing the
yep.
video, right? And all that
People, so,
shit.
some motherfuckers I ain't even know three was back, bro.
And what he do, bro? Soon as dude called, three over there? Yeah, he over there. Them dumb niggas wait out, camp out, and
Yeah,
follow his ass on the
and
highway.
it's fucked up because that man used his son to do that shit, bro.
Right, scandalous, bro.
He used his son to do that shit.
Son grow up knowing that, damn, you mean when I was talking to Daddy, I gave up the drop on Mo 3. Damn. Sad shit, bro. These some fucked up parents right here.
Kill a dog. You took it, didn't you? Yeah. Did your conscience bother you? Come on. Your conscience. After I came to my senses, did you say, I can't have that money? I can't use that money, but you still got a lawyer here. I ain't say it. You took the money. Yeah, I took the money. I got the money. Your conscience wasn't bothering you that bad, right? You said your conscience started bothering you, but not bad enough not to take the money for the job you did.
Well, I ain't already did it, so might as well. You know, I got caught
Nigga Cornelius.
Right, okay.
Caught red-handed. Now, justice have definitely been served. Now we're just waiting on the charges to come down for
break down
Yo.
this
So,
beef
guys, let's
a
take a
little.
look
Let's
at how
the
this
beef
entire beef
bro,
started
for people that
between
don't
Young
know.
Dolph and Yo.
This
If you're paying
reactions,
too
y'all,
much for your car
reactions.
insurance, here are 3 reasons why you should call Freeway Insurance right now.
Oh, got it. After the passing of Young Dolph in 2021.
Hey, that too. What's up with young black
youngster?
Black youngster, man. You think they're gonna pull up his head if they put a RICO
I mean,
on
if they
CMG?
put a RICO, cause the past shit too, Dolph got shot at 100 times. I mean, youngster got arrested for that shit, and then when he got shot in California, that nigga got his best friend. That nigga got his best friend. They had questioned him about that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
So
and then they said that the car, I don't know if it's true, but one of those security or whatever came out and claimed black youngster came back to him with a car or something that they claimed that was part of that whole little murder. Because they was swapping cars and robbing, stealing whips and shit, committing crimes.
Yeah.
He said that black youngster came with him with one of the hot joints. I don't know if it was the Young Dolph, but it could have been the murders that happened before. It's on YouTube. Bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I know that another nigga had stole the cars and shit, but he said he claimed he ain't know them niggas was gonna do that shit, that Dolph shit in that car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy.
That jump was like a neighborhood car, like a hot box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nigga, a stolo. Yeah. And niggas just go around doing hot shit in that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Juke in 2024, many fans are left wondering what is the real story behind the deaths and how did the beef come about.
Put out a hit.
Now, this is the most authentic full story on YouTube and the real story on the beef that ended several lives in the span of just 3 years. Make sure you subscribe and watch the full video so you don't miss anything. August 2014. In 2014, following the release of Young Dolph's mixtape, High Class Street Music 4, American Gangsta, Young Dolph would make an appearance on Sway in the Morning to discuss the project. During the interview, Dolph would touch on his decision not to sign.
I don't know. He ran around that car though.
Is a motherfucking is that gun junk is a fucking is a whole mission, bro. Cause don't nobody know. Don't know. Some people thinking 3 was pump faking. Some, but I'm not gonna go around there and know I ain't got no gun in that bitch. You know what I mean? 3 should have just ran on the highway and got hit by a car or something, bro. You know what I mean?
I was just, but I seen part of it. I seen the video they showed, right? But I didn't go extensively over the video. Kept going over, but why is car stopped?
Them niggas got in front of him.
They got in front of him. But that was a two-way. That's a two-way highway, right?
Yeah, but they cut off the whole. The traffic had stopped completely because they was ongoing. You get what I'm saying, fam?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they cut off the traffic and stopped the whole highway, bro, to kill that man, bro.
Yeah, that was wild, bro. That was blazing like a motherfucker, bro. That trial should come up pretty soon, bro.
Yeah, I got them niggas. Yeah, after they all, I don't know what the fuck going on with that 3. That 3 jump might. That 3.
I ain't heard nothing on it, bro. I ain't heard nothing.
Hey, Chris, I ain't saying he was pump fake. I'm just saying maybe he couldn't get to it in time. You know what I mean?
I'm like, okay, you driving. He noticed them dudes because they was driving fast. That gun
Them
in that
niggas done
glove
shot his
compartment.
tires out and everything, fam.
Yeah. So that it was probably so much. It was so much going on at the time, at once. I guess he just, the gun is in the glove compartment, but he couldn't reach it at the time. Boom.
You never know. The glove department might have had a key on it. We don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know.
Yeah, bro. That's the thing I be seeing about the rappers, dog. They be.
Had looked to me, he just couldn't get to it. Like the way that nigga was running up with that chopper. You know what I mean?
Man.
You don't know, bro. That junk is a big mystery right there about that gun. Like, did he get there and realize the gun won't there, or he couldn't get the glove box open, or wherever he was trying to get to the gun? Don't nobody know. That shit crazy, bro.
That makes the bloggers come up
he
with
just
bunch of
coming
bullshit,
back
bro.
from Cali.
Yeah.
And you remember everybody would talk about him and Ryan got into it in Cali because Ryan had him naked in Cali without a rack.
They was blaming rainwater too for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, y'all.
Signed a record deal with Yo Gotti, explaining that he would rather see his own investment in himself all the way through rather than latch onto another artist's movement. Dolph would later point to Yo Gotti taking offense to Dolph's decision as a result of their beef, although Gotti has never confirmed that he was bothered. February 11th, 2016. Young Dolph disses Yo Gotti on Twitter. The bubbling friction between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti became apparent on February the 11th, 2016, when Dolph sent a subliminal shot at his Memphis counterpart. Using Twitter to let his feelings be known, Dolph alleged that Yo Gotti wasn't fond of his growing success, tweeting, "Bruh went from being my #1 fan and wanting to sign me to being my biggest hater," in reference to Gotti's failed attempt to add Dolph to his CMG label. Despite Dolph not mentioning Gotti by name, it was clear who Dolph's words were aimed at and would set off a chain of events that would result in a deadly beef.
But
February 18th, 2016. Young Dolph titles his new album King of Memphis. Young Dolph raised a few eyebrows in February of 2016 when it was announced that he would be naming his debut album King of Memphis. Now, this came as a shock as rapper Yo Gotti had repeatedly referred to himself as the King of Memphis, so Dolph's album title seemed like a shot directed square at Gotti. Although Gotti would make no public comment on Dolph's decision, those in the Memphis rap scene, as well as the other rap community as a whole, considered the title a slight towards Gotti and Dolph's attempt at overtaking the Memphis rap throne. February 2016. Young Dolph downplays beef with Yo Gotti. During an appearance on Hot 97's Ebro in the Morning Show in February 2016, Young Dolph downplayed his beef with Yo Gotti, going as far as to acknowledge the rapper as being one of his earliest supporters. "It's really overstated," Dolph responded when asked about the rumor tension between the two Memphis representatives. Young Dolph also cleared the air about the title of his LP, King of Memphis, stating that it wasn't meant to be a diss of any kind and that it was more inspired by him and his crew's mentality. "All my partners king, everybody got some paper, everybody move like I move, and they morals and all that," Dolph explained. A PR move quieting concerns of a brewing war for the crown of Memphis rap. March 2nd, 2016. Black Youngster says he'll slap Young Dolph. The Young Dolph and Yo Gotti beef began to take a turn for the worse on March 2nd, 2016, when Gotti's CMG artist Black Youngster posted a clip on his Instagram account going at Dolph and calling into question his claim of being King of Memphis. "Dolph, you a B. You a soft A ninja. If you got a problem, say you got a problem," said Youngster in the video, which has since been removed from his Instagram account. He then went on to further diss Dolph, calling him a B, a ninja, before adding, "You ain't even no King of Memphis. You ain't from the city, B." He would also threaten Young Dolph in the post caption, writing, "When I see that ninja at Young Dolph, I'ma smack the S out of him on my life," leaving no question to the drama between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti being as real as the rumors had suggested. March 2nd, 2016. Black Youngster shows up in Young Dolph's neighborhood. After first levying threats
That
against
was that
Young Dolph
crash
on
dummy
behalf of
shit
Yo
right
Gotti,
there.
Black Youngster upped the ante by showing up in Young Dolph's stomping grounds in Memphis with a few of his goons. Capturing the scene on video, Black Youngster and his crew took a stroll through South Memphis' Castalia neighborhood on the hunt for Young Dolph while armed with heavy artillery. Although Black Youngster and company would not run into Dolph, the clip was enough to know that his particular beef is deeper than rap and would soon turn into a bloodbath in the streets of Memphis. March 12,
You're not
2016,
lying, Mr.
Yo
B.
Gotti speaks on Black
Jealous.
Youngster's beef
Gotti
with
was
Young
jealous.
Dolph. Now, when Black Youngster began dissing
God, man, come on, Gotti.
You heard Dolph said it himself. Dolph won't go in that guy there first until he was like on your intros on your past two mixtapes you dissing. Prior to the side. Prior to the side, he talk about Dolph on that jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit crazy because look, Young Dolph ain't put nothing out. I think he put something out like last year, but didn't get no traction like he thought it would. I didn't see nothing.
Oh, that shit crazy. Them niggas could have been, instead of beefing, bro, them niggas could have been
brought Memphis together.
The gatekeepers of Memphis right now. Like, you know what I mean?
Talk that shit.
Real, bro. Cause you either had to be PIE or you had to be CMG. Still to this day, you got to be PIE or you got to be CMG, bro. You know what I mean?
It's like some gang shit, but it's in some rap shit. But then them niggas with the murders and shit. This shit is like some street shit, man. Right up. What drug family, gang family you want to be a part of?
But there's some niggas in them counts that fuck with each other though. You get what I'm saying? That's why that joint's so crazy. But it's not necessary because Big Homie G ain't really in CMG. He part of all money bag shit.
What's the dude? Boogie?
Big Boogie.
Big Boogie.
He ain't got shit to do with nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, Boogie already let that shit be known. He just there for music. All the other shit, nah, Boogie ain't with that. And that shit was going on before Boogie got there. Like Boogie and Glorilla, that shit was going on before they got there. So, you know what I mean?
Young Dolph, many believe that Yo Gotti was responsible for his artist's decision to take the beef into his own hands, but the CMG boss would state otherwise. During the interview with Tim Westwood, Yo Gotti refused to address a beef with Young Dolph, but would comment on Black Youngster's recent antics and threats against Gotti's rival. Little homie on the team, so I'm going to always give him the proper advice that I believe I should give him from like a big brother standpoint or just being the homie standpoint, Gotti said in the clip. My advice, I don't move like that. I'm going to always tell not only him, but any youngin', don't handle your business like this. March 16, 2016. Young Dolph disses Yo Gotti and Black Youngster. Now, after taking the high road for the most part in regards to his beef with Yo Gotti and Black Youngster, on March 16, 2016, Young Dolph responded with a few words of his own via his Instagram account. Posting a series of clips, Dolph didn't hold back, accusing Gotti of hating on Memphis rap legends like 3-6 Mafia, 8-Ball MJG, and others, as well as sending Black Youngster to fight his battle and calling the cops on him. First thing first, everybody know it's you, Ho Gotti, that's sending your artist out to say the lame S he been saying and doing, Dolph wrote in his Instagram caption, adding, I guess you still mad because I didn't never sign with your PA. Or is you still in your feelings because you fell out with Gucci Mane and you was mad at me because I kept rocking with Gucci? He would later post a picture of a slew of the Memphis rap acts who paved the way for him, all the while continuing to chastise and belittle Yo Gotti, officially getting the beef going and putting the CMG boss / rapper on notice.
Now, do y'all think that Young Dolph was egging the beef up, like turning it up?
Yeah, he got down. I mean, the money found that shit was selling.
Okay, so he was feel like he was pushing the beef too. You know what I'm saying?
God really won't say. He won't say. He never hear God to say Dolph name in those songs and no shit like that.
They said he was sending subliminals.
Yeah, he was saying subliminal shit in songs.
He like Jay-Z.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Trying to do a Jay-Z thing.
Yeah.
March 17, 2016. Black youngster releases song dissing Young Dolph. Now, in response to Young Dolph's comments about him and Yo Gotti, Black youngster would waste little time in returning the favor in the form of a diss track called Shake Some. Released on March 17, 2016, a day after Dolph's comment, Shake Some saw Black youngster discrediting Young Dolph's ties to Memphis and his claim to being a king in the city. Adolph don't want to play ho. I'm on tour with the K-Ho. Mac 11, Smith & Wesson's extended clip 100 rounds on the Draco.
He did kill him with them 100 rounds, them 100 shots. Let's look at this, man. This additional footage release of the you know, before the killing, prior to the murder, y'all. This is a straight drop. I think in his apartment complex, car park, right?
Yeah. I guess it's like
There's
a parking deck.
Parking lot here where cars can also park in, but the actual garage, what we saw the white exhibition coming into, was over here.
Yeah,
Is that right?
definitely put a
Then there's this little
100,000
walkway thing that twists around and then comes into the building. Okay. And we see somebody here, gray sweatpants, black hoodie, and continue to watch.
Yo, they're gonna be watching this shit on the coming of those dumbest criminals.
Walking into the door there. White exhibition arrives, and then this man comes into the building.
Fucking outfit.
Yo, what up, Chuck?
We walk here, and this camera picks
Oh, he don't sell, right?
There's a bank of elevators back here.
Hello, what's up, man?
Top floors of the building.
What up, bro?
Still way back here.
Yo, Chuck, we going
Just
over
want to check it. I
that
know you
Young
can't hear
Dolph.
me. I can't hear you. You heard me? You hear me? You hear me? You know what I'm saying?
What's up? We see you. We see you on the screen, man. What's up? Oh, yep. Got that rocket, man.
Watching the Giants and the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna kick y'all asses.
Nah. Ain't over yet. Ain't over yet.
We're gonna kick y'all asses, bro. We're gonna kick
Look.
y'all asses.
That's why I had to cap in. Just to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, you see that? You see that? You see that? You see that? You see that?
Word up.
Yeah. Yeah. Go Cowboys.
Let's go.
Man, you supposed to like the Rams and the Raiders, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you talking to Push up there. The Push up top. I mean, right next to you. But brother Push is a Rams. I mean, the Raiders fan. Quiet too. He quiet too. Hey, yo, the Rams won. They won this last game though. They beat y'all. They beat y'all. They beat y'all last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that? They beat y'all. Look, man, we lost like I think 2 games already. Man, my team ain't doing as good either.
We losing over 2 games, man. It's the beginning, man.
Yeah,
Sister Santa did.
Yeah. Hey, what's your thoughts on this Young Dolph, man? They just convicted one of the killers, J.J. Johnson, man. They had all the footage. They gave him. He got convicted on all 3 accounts. Nigga Chuck. Nigga ghost out. Let's get back to this footage, man.
Are you looking to establish your business using an address other than your home? Wish you had.
Hey, make sure y'all drink responsible. All right.
Here's a man, white exhibition.
Salute to everybody. You heard?
Lobby. Gets in the elevator. Comes up to the floor.
Look.
This floor.
Look at this food. He had some
What
food,
floor
huh?
is Kiana?
You think he had some chili cheese fries on me? or pastrami. Pastrami.
That's the last street meal right there.
Yeah, well, what's the street meal? What's the street meal in Memphis?
Nigga had some burger and fries.
Burger and fries. Nah, nigga got that pro. What is that? That Bass Pro? What Bass Shop had on? This nigga goofy as fuck.
Hopper's cousin Justin Johnson live on.
Which is ID 808.
84. And this man has on black shoes, white soles, gray sweatpants. A little on the sweatpants.
Logo inside.
We all recognize that Memphis is Bass Pro Head. So
right, knowing they got cameras. Retarded as fuck.
Right.
Nigga had same clothes.
All right, we are November.
What up,
16th,
Queen Sanity?
Day, now at 11:13 p.m. Countdown from the murder with 13 hours and 10 minutes before the murder.
Right. My nigga,
It's gonna be him coming
my nigga
down,
off
white
that
as
liquor,
fish.
that's why. Chuck off that, he was slizzard.
Now we can see that parking garage better. Just like last time coming in the front, he's gonna walk to the elevators. And obviously between last time, which is a few hours before this, and this time he has left and come back.
Mozzie in the building.
Just stop those.
Yeah, my bad, bro. I'm over here.
Don't even explain, man. You do your thing, man. What's up? How the baby doing?
Are you doing good? You came back from the grandma's house. How y'all doing?
Good, good. Hey, you see on the screen, JJ, straight drop. They didn't convicted you, boy.
Yeah, they get that nigga life. They get that nigga life. I know that nigga's stomach went to his ass. Pause. No goodie. That nigga face was priceless.
That nigga looked sick.
He definitely looked sick.
No, what's up, nigga?
And that was his daughter's birthday. That's crazy, fam. That's crazy.
Birthday?
That was his daughter's birthday, huh?
Bro, instead of you celebrating your daughter, come on, bro. You out doing dumb at.
Wait, it was straight drop.
Niggas get it together, niggas.
You hear that? That was his daughter's birthday the time.
Niggas, for real, fam. Niggas really need to get this shit together, bro.
So he got sent this on his daughter's birthday?
Nah, he did the Merc game. He did the Merc on his daughter's birthday, bro. He's supposed to be celebrating his daughter's birthday.
They're celebrating your daughter's birthday, and then you over there kind of chasing the next man.
Oh yeah, catching bodies. Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
He took another father away from his daughter. Think about that shit, bitch ass nigga.
That's fucked up.
These motherfuckers never think about these kids, bro.
Hell no, they don't.
Now he doing
him walking. Look. Him walking through that area. That's the last little freedom he gonna have, bro. For a long motherfucking time.
He fucked that package up.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, free my nigga Puff Daddy.
So I've had shoes, that's what I got, so shit.
Your boy testifying.
Puffy
It's been confirmed that Puffy testified.
That's what we saw was from 11 night.
You wait, for real?
Now,
yeah,
night. So technically we're on the day of the murder.
You ain't been up, I know. That's why we keep y'all informed.
To orient ourselves, the Valero video that we saw of the Mercedes straight is going to be after this video. Is that right? So 241 and Crosstown. Bolero video after the 3 o'clock hour.
Hey, so is this him going back to his apartment or coming from the apartment?
I thought this one he was going to get the baby one.
You won't get the baby, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they showing all that shit.
Yeah, bro. They started off the trial with this shit. They started off showing all this type of footage. They started off showing the murder and all that. They wasn't playing, homie.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Niggas stay in some nice little loft type of apartments.
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I know he like, why the fuck did I do that?
Hey, that was for his 15 minutes of fame.
That shit got you life.
Yep.
Damn.
This little video.
What that nigga Charlemagne said? Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh nah, he leaving, fam.
Definitely played yourself.
Nigga played yourself big time.
Big Heavy, what it do, fam?
Salute, Big Heavy.
Correctly.
Just leaving the building at 2:41. Whatever happens at Valero happens in about 30 minutes or something. And now to the next video. We are November 17th, and now we're at 4:48. So leaving the building at 2:41. Valero happens after the 3 o'clock hour.
Yo, this the record he put out after that shit went down, homie.
Track
So,
off.
it's 5 minutes of fame, homie.
Get up on me, that's too close to dying. I'm alert, don't need no added.
He feel good about that. I heard Young Dolph. He used to roll Young Dolph.
Right. Nigga, that was that 50K right there.
Yo, Lucky
Bitch ass nigga, bro.
Yo
That's
Gotti
some
brother
wild
Lucky.
shit.
Yo Gotti brother Lucky because he was gonna get an indictment too.
Come on now.
Fuck that
He ain't
shit.
lucky. He got it worse of all. He ain't here no more.
Yeah. If he was here, then he was going down too.
Yeah, he was going to jail for shit show. All that tunning and all that shit that nigga was doing on the internet, he should have known, bro.
Look at this nigga, bro. He was doing the most. This is right after the fucking murder. What he dropped this like a couple days later?
I'm talking about Jook at it.
Jook, yeah. Yeah, he was talking that
shit
shit too. Talking that shit. What Jook?
Well, he could do all the rapping in that cell.
Wow.
That judge, she had no remorse. He said life. He didn't say parole, none of that.
Two real niggas with a pussy in the middle, man. Y'all don't do that, man. Don't fuck with our Lexi. So pussy right here, y'all. Two gangsters. Son, man. Hey, y'all. I'm finna start a GoFundMe, man. Cause I know a lot of you rap niggas fucked up out here, man. Can't do no shows. Ain't save no money. So guess what? I'm gonna come say today. I'm gonna come pay you niggas rent.
Salute, Big Heavy, for subbing.
That's on the stage. I'll pay your car note. I'll pay your jewelry note so you won't get repoed. You feel me? Whatever else you renting or leasing, I'm gonna pay this shit. But when this shit break back over, I want 10% of what you make, nigga.
You know what? I ain't even a hot artist, bro.
I'm saving you in
the up on that.
What'd you say?
I said I'm not even a hot artist, so I'm gonna take him up on that. Cause he said he want 10%, nigga. I will give it to you, nigga. Cause I ain't dropping. I'm paying back them bills, nigga.
Well,
except when this shit kick back in, you know it ain't kicking back in, bro.
That motherfucker, yeah.
All the record execs drop.
Yep.
We're hip hop. Yep. Where's it at?
Time, so.
They all dropping.
They all drop.
Humpty Dumpty done fell off the wall, bro.
They gonna try to get over it. You know, you don't want to get put out. That'll ruin your career. So just hit my DM, man. You know, we ain't gonna put niggas' business out there. You know, we ain't that tight. You feel me? We can put it in contract. This will never be talked about. You feel me? I'll be so far out the way that won't nobody even know the deal we made. You feel me? So I got up to, I think me and bro gonna put together, up to about an M. So whoever trying to say their career, man, need to shoot some videos while the label budgets is cut off. Labels, they cut out right now. No budgets,
I need
no
to shoot
money.
a video, yeah.
We still open. CMG still open. Budgets never closed. You feel me? But I'll take, y'all can pawn some of that jewelry. If it's real, y'all can come and pawn it. You ain't gotta go to the pawn shop. Come to me. Hey, this real shit. Don't go to Cash Advance. Come to CMG Advance. Got some money for you niggas, man. Right now.
$500.
Feel me? We got money right now,
niggas,
man.
$500.
Don't make this shit happen, man.
800.
I think it's gonna hurt a lot
300
of rappers, man.
Get a cool 8.
These niggas can't go like these
You
niggas
won't even
can't
get
go
a
without
grand, bro. You won't even get a stack, brother.
They don't stack it, man. They wasted all on the drip. See all that drip? I ain't buy. See, you worried. We not worried. You feel me? All that shit y'all used to. You feel me? All this shit how y'all used to fuck the money up. You feel me? Remember when y'all used to fuck the money up? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is the time.
That's a fact,
Chris.
God knew what was going on. That's his brother, man. That nigga knew what was going on, man. This nigga.
Best house alone.
Hey, shout out to 9mag TV. Shout out to IQ. Shout out to IQ, man.
25,000, 10% of the time, 25,000.
This nigga Rollo, bro. Gotta make it sound juicy, bro.
Gotta make it sound juicy.
Hey, listen, people. I don't care about two bitches going to tell or telling people Rollo need to calm down or Rollo a clown and all this old bitch ass shit. I just don't give. You hear me? I do not care. I do not answer to nobody. I'm out here. I stayed in prison all the motherfucking years. And them living ass cells. To the point where I'm outside. And then they try to tell me. Nobody gonna tell me nothing. Like, I don't go. Y'all keep saying, oh, he just do it for clout. I don't give a fuck. I lost all my friends. I lost everything. You bitch called me a rat. That's the worst thing you can call it. So ain't nothing else you can call me. It ain't nothing else you can call me that'll hurt my feelings. Bitch, you call me a rat. I don't give a fuck. I'm just up. I'm going to blogs every day. I'm messing with people. I don't give nobody say. This is just what I'm on. I'm gonna speak my mind. And yeah, before I went to jail, I couldn't talk because I was secretive. But now, I don't care about nothing. Y'all call, y'all can talk, y'all can say whatever you want to say. I don't care about losing no friends. The friends went down for me. These niggas ain't send me no money, but YouTube did, the labels did. Everything, like, all y'all can say all this bitch ass shit. But soon as you go to jail, y'all will just post and say free. But y'all ain't sending the kids no money. Y'all ain't sending the kids no money. So y'all ain't, y'all don't care. Y'all can call, tell everybody. Can't nobody calm me down. Who gonna shut me up? Nobody ain't gonna shut me up. I don't give a fuck about no joke. I don't care. I'm gonna say what I want to say about him. I'm gonna say what I want to say. And if you invite me to anywhere, I go live, I talk shit, I just do it. This is what I do. I just talk shit, I do shit. So don't invite me to your family reunion if you don't want me to go up. Because I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up.
Look, man, he's gotta keep it juicy.
Internet activist.
Gotta keep it juicy, man.
Gotta keep it juicy.
Rollo said he's gonna start him on YouTube. He gonna be streaming, playing the game. Rollo said he gonna be all on this internet shit. And he gonna make it sound juicy for y'all.
He gonna juicy.
And he gonna be selling big juke packs. He already said that.
He might as well make some t-shirts for that shit. I had to make it sound juicy for him.
Get a bag out of it, right? Come on, stop playing.
Listen, grandma from, I don't care where we at, I'm gonna talk shit, it just come out me. My own little dog. I don't want to keep saying all them. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't motherfucking care. Hey, you talking about, nigga? I'm gonna say what I want to say about Auntie. I'm gonna troll. When he was trolling people, y'all wasn't saying that. When he was trolling people, now that I'm out and I'm trolling, I'm talking shit. And when shit get gangsta, I shut up. And when the YouTube start sending money, and when Instagram start sending money, I shut up.
So YouTube start sending money?
You bitches ain't sending me no money. None of y'all rap sending me no money doing that for me. So I'm out here. I'm just doing my thing. I'm getting money. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. And y'all don't know. So when I'm up, scream out that free money. All that
Get your money.
But don't want to send me that.
Get your money,
my whole prison did. My sister didn't either. None of them ever sent me that. Nail time I went to jail, I had to hustle that shit up. YouTube sent me money. The label sent me money. And that, you know, none of that. Always telling me, being quiet. I'm not shutting up. They kept me in that little ass room all them many years. You know how suffering that shit is? Do you? That shit is. And stop calling me bitch. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk because y'all done made me mad. Y'all done made me mad. And y'all up here talking about Rollo, his video at Mo3 video shoot. Bitch, that wasn't even my video shoot. That was his video.
Mo3 shit.
That man mama sent us the address and told us to go over there. You talking about what's the other thing? Who be marketing?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Rainwater was there with me. He said thank you and all that shit y'all talking about. I supposed to shot this man video 6 months ago. 6 months ago. As soon as I got to Dallas, I told them, folks, I don't care where we gotta go, we're gonna shoot the video. And I get on the blog, everybody talking, oh, he clap chasing. Bitch, that wasn't my song. I ain't making no royalty money out of that motherfucking song, stupid ass fool. I'm like, what do I got to gain here? I'm giving, motherfucker. And that's because I was looking out for other people and posting. And how about this? Y'all be talking all this shit, bro. And guess what? I was leaving out of Rich Homie Corn funeral and the brother, White Pole, texted me and said, come back, bro. I want you to hear me do my speech. I turned around and said, come back down. And now y'all want to come, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Don't take me nowhere. Because wherever you go, I'm going live. I don't care. Don't ask me for no money. Because I'm post that shit if I feel like it. Don't ask me about your kids now. Because they ass might be on my Instagram too. I post what the fuck I want.
Nigga, you know that whole 3 hours, almost 4 hours that them people, the jury was talking and shit in the back. The whole time that nigga Skull was going, that nigga was talking non-stop, mouth running 40 miles per hour, y'all. I said that nigga cash out like Skull, your ass running your mouth like a motherfucker. The whole time, bro, this nigga Skull held that bitch down, no cap though. But that nigga mouth, that nigga was not. That nigga was talking about roaches, all types of shit. That nigga Skull was tweaking up today for shit show. He had that super powder pack.
Hey, speaking on talking and running their mouth, man. Gene Deal is Diddy's body. He was one of his security, and he was around the time when a lot of shit was going down with Diddy. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue, man. He said Diddy needs to give the feds big name celebrities. Diddy will try to take his life like he did. Let's get into this, man. Long live DOLPH, man. They convicted JJ. Convicted on all 3 accounts. Murder. Looking like life in prison. You got who else left? You got Cornelius Smith. We got Govans. And is that it? I think that's it, huh?
Hey, Cornelius did all that snitching. You fuck around, go get life too, fam. No cap.
That nigga just went up there. He didn't make a deal. He just jumped his
That
ass up
nigga
on there and
15
talked.
years. He snitched so hard, he only getting 15 years.
Hey, but hey, I'm telling you, Push, if you see what this nigga did.
No, I'm saying it's just like it's true, bro. I guarantee he got some deal. That's why he spoke so clear.
They said he
might got a chance of
like
parole.
a plea deal. I'm hearing a plea deal. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, he might got a chance to get parole.
That's it, 15.
I think he gonna do more than 15. I don't know about Memphis law.
I don't know. If you snitch the whole thing out, bro, you get pretty low. He told everything. He even told the niggas
snitching still get that time. They still get 20, 30 years, man.
Cell, like a padded cell.
Listen to what
by
he
yourself
said.
with
He
very
is
a little or
CEO
no clothes
a
on.
CO back in the day, a PO at that.
You understand what I'm saying? So that suicide watch, when I heard it, it didn't. I wasn't surprised. You know, somebody who lived in mansions, travel all over the world, somebody who could go into any hotel, have any and everything at his beck and call. Now he's in a room that's a 10 by 10, if that, a cell. Bruh, if he was going to commit suicide and he was on the outside during those city college days, just imagine what he's going to do or try to do while he's in prison and he don't have his cell phone, he don't have no maids. You understand? The correction officers who's making about 40, 50,000, or, you know, if you start, you know, cussing him out, telling him all kinds of shit. And the inmates, everybody talking crazy to him because what he done. He might think it's better off to commit suicide than to be in a situation like that, bro. It might be better off to commit suicide to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that. I believe your life don't belong to you. Your life belongs to God and the people around you that you take care of and do what you need to do as a man. But him saying that, them putting him on suicide watch, I could see that, man, but that ain't a good situation for nobody. You see what happened to Jeffrey Epstein? He was on suicide watch, right? Who was watching him while he was committing suicide? And that's crazy, man. So, I don't have no feelings about it, man. You know, cause I'm the type of dude. Yo, if somebody want to kill themselves,
they say he's starving himself, allegedly.
I always been like, yo, if somebody want to commit suicide, and I know people gonna get mad at me for saying, I don't even let them do it. I said it when City College, after all those kids had died. You understand? He was told that, yo, if we don't do something with these doors, that somebody was gonna die. And those kids run down the steps and they get trapped because Jessica Rosenberg or Rosenblum locked the doors on them. And 9 kids end up dead. 9 people end up dead. I don't believe he was going to take his life because of the kids ended up dead. He was going to take his life because he thought that he was going to lose everything with Andre Harrell up at Uptown Records. That's why he was going to take his life. And if you're that weak, then I guess you don't need to be here. Yo, because Puff always had a problem
Might be in Atlanta.
of listening to people that he thought that was less than him. And now he got to listen to people.
Hey everyone,
Yeah,
so the team
that's a
decided to
fact.
do a fun competition. If you're able to make a donation,
That got power over him, but never had as much as he had, he's gonna have a big problem in the prison system. He's gonna have a real big problem in the prison system, bro. And having to listen to those COs and having to listen to everybody that got more power than him now, from a person that had all the power in the world that we thought, now, seems like the tables is turning. If these people have it their way, he's gonna be spending the rest of his life in the prison system. He better hope that they want to make a deal, but I don't think so, or they want somebody else. He better hope, and he got something to offer them. Even if he got something to offer him, you got to realize, bro, like, you got drug kingpins, you got drug dealers, you got people who make deals, there's murders and killers. They make a deal and they still get 25, 30 years in the feds.
Facts.
Yeah, we talk to feds. I mean, we ain't talking about state.
Facts.
So
that's a fact.
And then
I remember it was the dog pound niggas on the west end of town. Them niggas were going around turning shit up in the city. All them niggas told on each other. Everybody still got 20 of them.
Mm-hmm. You think do y'all think Diddy gonna start telling on these higher ups, these puppet masters in the industry?
Oh God, he gonna need that motherfucking oil, Mississippi.
If he got the video on Obama, he getting out of
Nigga try to grab Diddy, he gonna slip right on his ass like nigga. You know.
Baby,
oh
God. Hey, yo, I seen a meme where they had him looking like the Terminator, liquid Terminator going through
You
the
saw
bars.
the baby picture?
Nah, bro.
He had 8 bottles of baby oil, so I had to buy 8 bottles of baby oil, free Diddy.
What'd you say, Push? What'd you say early? Yo, Push,
no,
what'd
bro,
you say?
they got Obama tapes out.
You think you got some Obama tapes?
Man.
Bieber got touched by Michelle.
What?
This nigga Push, bro.
Bro, I am not lying. The stuff that's out there, bro. The stuff that's out there.
I'm going on mute.
The stuff that's going out there, bro. That stuff
Talk
is
your
so
shit,
deep.
please.
That dude, Justin Bieber, bro, that dude stole his whole catalog, bro, and disappeared. Like, I'm good with y'all.
Mississippi D said she heard that too.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to tell you, bro, I didn't make it up. There's a thing out there that says that she or he or whatever it is, Justin Bieber. Real stuff.
Okay.
It's out there. There's talk that there's a video of Obama at the Diddy party.
That nigga Justin Bieber. That nigga look weird as a bitch now. I don't know what the fuck going on with him.
Let's see something, man.
Being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me, and
Look at this nigga, bro.
I couldn't even a second.
A 2022 interview from Justin Bieber has resurfaced in the wake of Diddy's legal drama. In the sit-down with Zane Lowe 4 years ago, Justin isn't talking about the disgraced media mogul directly, but his past trauma in the music industry, his album Changes, and being a newlywed to wife Haley.
I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Talk of the video comes after footage of Diddy and Justin also resurfaced on social media recently.
Not anyone could just be in the position that I'm in.
Video shows Diddy alongside teenage Justin, leaving people to speculate if, at the time, he subjected the pop star to his alleged freak-offs.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances.
He controlled the sex. You hold a chicken in your hand.
Listen, y'all, according
Did
to
you
the
read that
reporters-
indictment, Push?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
Man, we about to get into that Kim Porter shit too, man. Come on, man. They speak on. She speak on that Justin Bieber, Usher, a few others, man. Shit
Oh
crazy,
God,
man.
Mississippi G.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and
That nigga
subscribe to the
Justin
channel.
fucked
Come on, man. Don't you know?
They fucked that little nigga up.
Come on. Yeah, they traumatized his brother. You can see
That
it all
dude went through it for
man.
years, though, bro.
Fever,
Which he
man.
called freak-offs. and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-off sometimes lasted days at a time.
You're gonna hear about my party. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things. Just
Damn, bro.
Stop speaking shit into existence, my nigga.
Damn.
The power of words, man. The power of words.
Diddy gonna doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time. Arresting me, doing all types of crazy. You're gonna hear about my party. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things. Be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
During the Zane Lowe interview, Justin breaks down in tears when talking about wanting to protect Billie Eilish, who at the time quickly rose to superstar status.
Well, I just wanted to be a good example, and it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second. I just want to protect her, you know? I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
When it comes to what Justin thinks of Diddy's allegations, a source tells ET Justin's not focused on what is going on with Diddy or the allegations against him. Instead, our insider says Justin and Hailey are focused on baby Jack, whom they welcomed in August. They've been absorbed in their own happiness and family, appreciating this time together. In fact, building a family with Hailey was top of mind during Justin and Zane's chat, an idea that lifted the singer's spirits.
I'm really excited to have babies with you, enjoy, just celebrate, you know, all the amazing things that we've been given. Because we are blessed, babe. We are, man. There's so much pain in the world, and we don't understand why, and there's so much things that are so unexplainable, but what is the reality? We are blessed, you know?
How do celebrities like Justin Bieber and The Rock generate hundreds of millions of dollars? It's actually not what you think. They make a special kind of money known as royalties.
My name is Christian Mickelson, and I help everyday people increase their income online. I have to say, we're pretty darn good at it.
This shit wild, bro.
Young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Right.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'll tell you my number.
Yeah.
555.
Man, dude. It's kind of wild, right?
Party, nigga.
Party. Hey, I wanted to show this before we get deep into this Diddy shit. I just thought this was so disturbing about this. Y'all out here doing the most, man. Y'all young thugs is doing the most. Hold on, y'all. This goofy, look, he took his son, homie. Yeah, he definitely was nervous. This nigga took his daughter. He was with his daughter, right?
Yeah.
Goofy ass nigga.
Shoes, sweatpants, sweatshirt, mask, pro hat.
Look at this goofball.
Shoes, sweatpants, sweatshirt, mask, pro hat. It's always look.
Right.
Oprah getting oily too?
Oh, yeah. In fact. Yo, he ain't even gonna be there for his daughter, man. He's grown up, bro.
That's crazy, bro. She a baby too, bro.
Baby, bro. She about what?
Yeah,
5
put his
now?
daughter in that car, bro.
Right.
Like I was saying yesterday, like, come on, bro. Like, suppose somebody would have saw and wet the car up, because niggas already was doing bullshit in the car, bro.
He thought he was trying to build an alibi, homie.
You back it up. It's hard for me to see them there. You back it up over the corner. You sit here though. Right.
Sell it, bro.
Sweatpants, sweatshirt.
Look at this fool. They got cameras everywhere.
Now we got in the garage. And leave them in the wipe yourselves.
With the fucking baby in the car.
Captured. Here, leave it in the garage.
Niggas.
Definitely need his ass kicked.
Mercedes leaving the crosstown building in 37 minutes before the outside. Is that correct? Correct.
With that same outfit. That outfit,
same
man.
outfit on. He a retard.
They had to show that lawyer. That lawyer said that wasn't him. They had to show that lawyer shit, nigga. Got that same fucking outfit on earlier that day. We got footage.
Hey, check out what Shug say about Diddy, man. You know, claims the abuse and shit. He did an interview with Chromo.
I think Shug in it. LA version.
Shug, I mean, he doesn't, you know, he don't throw darts at Diddy. He actually say Diddy was groomed like that.
Like I said, I always say, me personally, I don't jump up and down and cheer no black man going to prison or any other man, any other human being going to prison. Because people think prison is always the answer. I'm not saying a lot of people don't deserve to do their time and see what's going on. At the same time, that's not no cheerful thing, because when you look at it, that man has kids.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever affects him definitely affects his kids. And I know there's a lot of people
If he killed Kim Porter,
so it's not a good thing to be talking about anytime.
What'd you say, bro?
You're sitting over there talking about this dude got kids. If that dude killed Kim Porter, bro.
Man, according to that book, bro, allegedly. According to that book, allegedly, homie.
Any shit about the next person, but it's not a gray area with me. And
It's
at the same
fucked
time,
up, though.
probably didn't react, or people he got or doing those things or those allegations by himself. He was taught from people before him, and he did it to the younger people after him. We can talk all day and say what's true, what's not true. But the true part about it is videos, conversations, and people can see what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
Before it's being happy and proud and say, what do people think? That's irrelevant.
So sure.
It's just like I heard earlier today when Ray J was talking to TMZ.
Mm-hmm.
I got love for Harvey. But I see Charles always got some negative to say when it comes to West Coast people. And Charles tried to make a reference to say that, let's be something positive. If it ain't positive,
I understand what you're saying. I want you to try to make some positive points here. I get what you're saying about TMZ, but that's not really my interest, as you might imagine. My interest is in what you can help people understand about these allegations that Diddy is facing and what you believe he's facing on the inside. Now, what's most interesting to me is that you seem to see Diddy as kind of an Epstein kind of figure. That Jeffrey Epstein, that a lot of people know what Diddy was about, and they were about the same thing, and that's why they're quiet. That's why J-Lo and Ben Affleck got divorced, because of videos that he has of her that now they know about. Where is this coming from with you? What do you believe about the people around Diddy and what everybody knows?
What the fuck?
First of all, you got to start with.
You ain't want him talking about TMZ.
Brian Davis,
Yeah.
Russell Simmons, Andre Arell, Jimmy Iovine. Even if you take Jimmy Iovine, he had an allegation from him, same thing, he went away. You take Jimmy Iovine. They told me at Universal and Interscope, said, you know what? We can't deal with artists that gets in trouble. And your artist gets in trouble, they talk crazy.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Keep going, Show.
They speak about what they see. Now, I was told that I can't do business there because of that. Now, Doug Morris gave Puffy a deal for millions of dollars. It flopped. So when you look at all these things and everybody want to say Puffy, 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 don't get me wrong. Yeah, Puffy stepped in the shit, and even if he wiped the shit off his shoe, it still stinks. But he's not the only one. They got all the tapes.
Now, when you talk about the tapes,
but this been going on for a long time.
Hold on, sure. Help us understand, because a lot of this stuff is a little inside baseball for people, right? Because they don't live the life, they don't know the world, they don't know the players.
Telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That's just a recording from the prison. That's just saying that they record it, which obviously they do. Sure. Help people understand, what tapes are you talking about? Who has them? And what kinds of things do you think they show?
So wild, nasty shit.
Luckily, I went their first choice, their second choice. I went the first choice to be at those freaky parties. But you know what they show. They have a scene in the industry, right? And the sad thing about it, I don't like mentioning Usher. I don't like mentioning Justin Bieber. I don't like mentioning all these people that everybody knows what time it is. So at the same time, they just have a joke. They never played this joke with me. And they used to walk in the Interscope office. They'd go back there and they'd be like, hey, we passed the test? I said, we haven't did the test. One dude said, well, don't say that in front of Mr. Knight because he's going to take it offensive and hurt somebody. I said, well, whatever it is, I probably will take it offensive when somebody will get their ass whooped. You know, that was me in those days. They used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They could take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg, they had those guys put their pants down and bend over and stick it up their ass. The egg break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in.
Man, hell no.
Pause, man. Pause, man. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
So the egg is stuck there because you didn't get it in enough?
I don't even want to know. That's weird.
How'd you get the egg out?
Man, go ahead, bro.
No, Curious George want to know, bro, because that ain't right. What the hell, bro? I want to. How'd you get the motherfucker out? That is a crazy test, bro. A hard-boiled egg.
That's a Illuminati.
They didn't tell the
bullshit
nigga
right
to run
there.
through the corn backwards. They said the hard-boiled.
They had those guys put their pants down and bend over and stick it up their ass. The eggs break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second.
But
Sure.
you just look.
Sure.
All you gotta do is
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Let's stop for a second.
Go ahead, sure.
Listen, and also, have you ever been to any puppy parties?
No.
You sure they had a long time to think about it. But if you haven't been in those butt naked parties, even some of the preachers been in those parties, and they went on their knees praying for God. See, they're praying for somebody to have come real quick or something. But I wasn't able to scope up. But at the same time, everybody want to look around and act like something going on that wasn't right. It's the facts of life in the industry, not for the people who don't get in. So, everybody, you gotta look at it like this. When you see a beautiful woman, or you see a handsome man, and it was like that all their life. Elementary school to junior high school to high school, they forced to go to college, right? They always knew they had something special about themselves. But you take some of the Hollywood executives or some artists, they might have been the ugly duckling for a long time before they had the teeth fix and lip fix and nose fix, all the work done. Underneath, they still the young people with no confidence because they've been that way all their fucking life. So all of a sudden, if you look at Puffy old pictures, don't look nothing like his new pictures. You know, shit, they didn't do everything.
But sure, just because he has plastic surgery, all I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you're wrong about rich people doing stuff to their face or whatever it is, but that's different than the allegations that are coming down on him.
About rich people. I'm talking about the difference. I'm talking about, okay, look at it like this. I look at real.
Yo, he missed that whole point.
Facts. You know, cause he a clear person, so he couldn't read in between the lines, my nigga.
Yeah, he showed definitely. I was like, nigga, you didn't see what he just said, bro.
Look, plain and simple. Ain't no whistleblower. Facts is there. But right now, I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay, I don't care if it's Snoop, I don't care if it's Game, I don't care if it's Trey. Nobody's stepping up on the fact that you know what's going on.
Nobody's defending him.
You
You're
had
right.
guys that
You heard that, nigga? You know what's going on.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, you know what's going on. So Nancy Grace, man, where she hold no punches. I thought this was funny as hell, but she go in on Puffy and break down this Kim lost words. Y'all go check that audio out, that book. That shit crazy. I don't know if it's true or not, but it got a lot of detail in that book. And you come up with a Tupac and Biggie era, a lot of things seem to be, a lot of unanswered questions get answered in that, from that book. So allegedly, but you know, this is a real memoir of Kim Porter, and it got some alleged that murders, and they saying that even Diddy has something to do with her demise.
Diddy boo-hoo. Sean Puffy Combs behind bars. What is his life like? This as Diddy whines, trying to get transferred to another, more cushy jail. This as charges seemingly mount. Good evening, I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. Thank you for being with us. Diddy is...
Okay, today, the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro, built from the ground up for Apple,
is on the medical ward.
So that is allegedly where Sean Puffy Combs is currently being held, as far as we know. But again, I want to highlight that his attorney said that P. Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs, is strong and healthy and focusing on preparing his defense. So reports are a little mixed on that. But yes, he's currently being held in the MDC, which is right behind me, as we know. And we have a former warden, Cameron Lindsay, who is actually on record as saying that Diddy poses as a very attractive target for other inmates in the MDC, saying, quote, to
Baby
deliver a
oil
hit
gonna
on
come
him
out
will be
now. Pause. You hear what she said? Oh, shit.
During his defense. So reports are a little mixed on that, but yes, he's currently being held in the MDC, which is right behind me, as we know. And we have a former warden, Cameron Lindsay, who is actually on record as saying that Diddy poses as a very attractive target for other inmates in the MDC, saying, quote, to deliver a hit on him would be considered a badge of honor, end quote. So Diddy is in quite a hairy situation, whether he is on suicide watch or just surrounded by other inmates. Doesn't seem like it'll be going too well for him inside the MDC anytime soon.
Joining me at the MDC Metropolitan Detention Center, Angelica Martinez. Angelica, please stay right there. Interesting that Sean Combs' lawyer is worried about him being a target of a hit. I just finished Diddy's former fiance, now deceased, Kim Porter's book, Kim's Lost Words. Now, this has been published recently, posthumously, after she died, and it details a lot about Sean Puffy Combs' sex proclivities. Don't care. What I care about is forcing sex on other people, and even more important, ordering not just the hit on Tupac Shakur, allegedly, but also the hit on Tupac Shakur in an elevator where he was shot, before he was shot and killed. He survived that hit. And according to Kim Porter, if this is to be believed, the attack on Big, the notorious B.I.G. Biggie. Is this real? Now, tables have certainly turned. Now, his lawyer is worried about him being the object of a hit behind bars. Straight out to renowned psychoanalyst Dr. Bethany Marshall joining us, author of Deal Breaker. You can see her on Peacock. Dr. Bethany, thank you for joining us. The tables have turned, and I am not in any way condoning more violence.
That motherfucker
but
like a man.
This is quite the comeuppance to be concerned about a hit by an unknown man behind bars when, according to his fiance, he was the one ordering hits.
Dude looks like a lady.
AKA Love has been in full power and control in every area of his life, including being able to cheat on girlfriends, being able to force sex partners to have hours of sex with unwanted partners while on ecstasy and on other drugs. He is always pulling the levers of power behind the scenes. So the question is, behind bars, would he really be suicidal? I mean, on the one hand, he's impulsive and aggressive, which can be a precursor to suicidality. On the other, Nancy, he loves himself so much, and he is kind of grandiose. He thinks he's controlling everything from behind bars. I doubt he really thinks he's going to be there forever.
I'm very concerned specifically about the allegations in Kim Porter's book. Now, this was released posthumously after she asked, okay? He has a longtime love, his fiance, we've been told. And I question on page 26 in my handwritten notes, does Sean Puffy Combs, aka Diddy, hate women? Because according to her, he by far preferred sex with males. Do I care? No, I don't care who he sleeps with. I do care if it turns into rape or if it turns into a sex attack. That I care about. But I'm curious, Dr. Bethany, I'm curious, if this is true, would that be a reason, a psychological reason to drug women and video them and all of these compromising situations, being raped while they're on drugs, having them beaten so badly they have to go hide out to rehabilitate and get rid of their bruises? Is that an underlying? And of course, I'm just a former prosecutor. The why is not anything I would have to prove to a jury. However, practically speaking, a jury would want to know that. Is that a psychological reason to torment women and degrade them and debase them because you really don't want to be with them? You know, Combs can't protect him anymore. And what if he gets killed? And he goes so far to say in this book, Shannon, that Biggie is worth more to Combs dead than alive. Why? Because it would ignite news and rumors about East Coast, West Coast feud, and it would help his business. Believe it or not. Again,
that's what happened, though. That's what happened.
What I was right. So let's get to this. Hey, y'all go check out. Man, y'all go check out Everything Black America Hebrew Teacher. Go check out her channel. Subscribe to it. Got a lot of interesting content on it. We are reviewing and reacting to it. Come across our desk. Don't get your panties in a bunch. I call up a couple of my homies and we react to it from the west, east, north, south. You know what it do. So we got Kim Porter, Kim's Lost Words. I mean, she go in. She exposed some shit. A lot of shit. And even herself in this book. Let's get to it.
I'll be back. Potential criminal activity. Some celebrities, performers, and events have been represented with X's due to their highly explosive nature. At some point in the future, this information will be revealed to the public. Regarding Kim's sudden death and the mysterious illnesses of I'll Be Sure and Jamie Foxx, evidence does exist that points to foul play and or poisoning.
Right.
God bless Kim Porter and all of Sean Combs' victims, both male and female. Okay, that is page 1 disclaimer. So let's get into chapter 1, introduction. Soon after high school, I started landing modeling jobs. I couldn't believe it. It was all happening so fast. I met my husband, father of my oldest child, and one of my oldest friends in life, I'll be sure. It was a whirlwind romance. I was only 19 when we married, and no, it didn't work out. Al is still one of my best friends to this day. Our son, Quincy, is such a talented and wonderful young man. At that time, I had no idea my relationship with Al was going to introduce me to the man that I would spend the better part of my adult life with, a man whom I would love and cherish, but eventually fear and hate. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I will say, although I knew what was going on, I turned a blind eye many times. Here I have to tell this truth. Unfortunately, because deep down I knew everything that was happening, but I lied to myself a lot. He was so charming, a wolf in sheep's clothing, a devil, and I fell for it. This story must be told despite the fact it will hurt my children. I cannot hide it any longer. Sean Combs must be stopped. Chapter 2. Humble beginnings. I was born to loving parents Jake Porter and Sarah L. Porter in the peach state of Georgia. All through Columbus High School, when I graduated in 1988, I knew I was going to be famous. In the 10th grade, one of my best friends, Tina, said to me, "You won't make it here in Georgia." I knew if I really wanted to be famous, I would have to leave my hometown and my home, Georgia. That conversation was so important, so I look back now. He said it would only be this one time, and he was just curious. It didn't happen. I mean, okay, I was a little bit of a freak that can charm you like, man, he is so cool, until he lets the demons out. Let's continue. He and Clive would hang out a lot, but I didn't think anything of it. I mean, that was his boss, and he was doing things bigger than most men dare to even dream. I did a video talking about Clive and the other men that mentored Diddy, and you guys should check it out. I think I'm going to put it in the description of this video. Then it happened. I mean, okay, I was a little bit of a freak. I really enjoyed myself with my partner. And toys are one thing, but I never imagined having a man I was dating asking me to use a toy on him. The first time he said he just wanted to experiment, try something new, I was grossed out, but he kept begging. He said it would only be this one time, and he was just curious. I was only 20 at the time. I said, what the hell? I hated it. He bled from it, and there was ish on it. I left him alone after that. Chapter 3, second chances. Sean kept reaching out and I kept ignoring his calls. Eventually, in a few weeks, we ran into each other at an event. He came over and sat next to me. We were cordial. He flattered me saying, you look so amazing. I replied with a simple, thanks, Sean. I tried to get up and leave, but he pulled my arm. As I turned to him, he looked deep into my eyes and said, look, what happened between us was weird.
Yeah, Mrs. D. She said, I guess when she was with Diddy, that's what he asked her to do to him.
This nigga Diddy wild, bro. Wild freak 6'9" God, bro.
Yeah, 6'9" God.
Weird, but I really care about you. Can we? He paused, and I tried to use this as an attempt to escape. I pulled my hand back and said, sorry, Sean, I have to go. Please, I think I'm falling in love with you. Can we talk? My breath was taken away. Did he say he loved me? It was so fast. I wasn't aware of this as his manipulation tactic. Not yet. God, I was so young, so naive. He continued, let's have dinner. And I felt for it. 2 days later, we went out for drinks at a lounge in Lower Manhattan. The place was nice. Sean was really coming up and pulling out all the stops to impress me. He pulled a chair out for me to sit. Back then, he was always a gentleman. He smiled and said, look, as he sat across from me, I hated it. I never want to do it again. Give me another chance. Over coffee the next morning, I decided to give him another chance. For the next year and a half, things seemed pretty normal. It was fun. Things were going great, and we were living the dream that I dreamt about throughout my youth. Sean and Clyde were working on Bad Boy, and he had his first couple artists. He picked up Craig Mack, then some rapper from West Coast called Notorious B1, to help Chris develop. He was collaborating with the biggest names in hip hop to make it happen. Things could not be more amazing. Then he asked me to do it again. It was insane. Sean said, baby, I can't stop thinking about it. What the hell are you talking about? I responded. Sean continued.
Pause, nigga.
This nigga did it, bro. But man.
Hey, like I say.
Mississippi G. That's the problem. He didn't have no problem with the pain.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That nigga Nasty Nate from Half Baked. Nasty Jungle of Love.
Oh shit! It gets more creepier than that.
I just can't stop thinking about that night. It was amazing. Can you screw me one more time, please? I became infuriated. Why don't you go to Clyde? He is the one screwing you, isn't he? Then Sean hit me. This was the first time he slapped me hard. Before I could form words, he began to beg. I'm sorry. Holding my cheek where he hit me. I turned and ran off. That should have been it. But I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. He sent flowers and a bunch of expensive gifts. Then we bumped into each other at another industry event. He sat down next to me. This was deja vu. Sean started. Imagine running into you here. Get the F away from me, I forced out. He became more serious as he said, look, baby, I'm sorry. But I just glared at him. There is nothing you can ever say to me, nothing. After an awkward silence, he finished. You know I love you. I love your son. He's my son. I don't know how to fix this, but I'll do anything. I'm sorry. Ish, he can be so sweet. Here we go with the love thing. This time is not falling in. He was great with Quincy, and to be honest, despite everything, I missed him. As he stood to walk away, I remember hearing myself say, call me later. What the F is wrong with me? Chapter 4, Forgiveness. Sean arrived with flowers in hand. He wanted to see Quincy. He was so good with him. And Quincy ran over to hug him. I felt my heart melting. He asked Quincy, how you doing, Tiger? Quincy looked so innocent as he responded, I'm good, I miss you. Sean's response sounded genuine. I miss you too. We'll hang out tomorrow, okay? Okay. Sean gave him a little love tap on the butt. It's bedtime, Quincy replied. Okay, good night, as he turned to head towards his bedroom. Here was the man I fell in love with, but what was I thinking? Ish, not only does he want butt plugs, he slapped the ish out of me. So why am I still talking to him? They say that love is blind, but is it stupid too? As Quincy left, Sean looked at me and smiled. Baby, let's go have some fun. The babysitter's on the way. I just want to show you a good time. I was so mad at myself for melting as I said, okay. We sat on the couch laughing and genuinely having a good time when the doorbell rang. The babysitter had arrived, and so we left. As we exited the house, a big man climbed out of the limo and opened the door for us. He wore a sharp suit with a gun noticeably tucked under his arm. I thought to myself, he could have made it invisible. Or did he want me to see it? Despite my reservation, Gene was a sweetheart. He was very courteous and polite. As he tipped his head and said, "Good evening, ma'am," Gene drew a smile out of me as I responded, "Hello." Gene and I would see each other a lot after this day. Chapter 5, Sean kneels. The year passed, and thankfully we didn't have many bad arguments. Although Sean was strangely getting into voodoo, he would put curses on people, and I wasn't sure how to respond to that craziness. My problem as a single mother was I wanted to be married. He always had excuses and delays when it came to committing to marriage. His label was blowing up, Biggie dropped, and it was just about over. He also signed Mary J. Blige, and of course, when I found out he slept with her, we fought. He claimed it was a mistake, and my stupid ass took him back again. Sean asked me for a threesome with her. At first, I was mad, but Mary was beautiful. It was our first threesome, and I loved it. Mary was sexy. I would not be doing this a lot, but it was so hot. I was young and exploring my sexuality was enticing. Over the years, we brought other women into our bedroom periodically, and we were happy. This is until one day I came home to a situation that went from awkward to a nightmare. Quincy was with the babysitter, and Sean was sitting with Albie Shore at the dinner table. I had a child with Al, and Sean was the father in Quincy's life. The awkwardness of all of us being together had dissolved a long time ago, but it was still weird that they were here in my home together alone. I sat down, and we had drinks. It was fun. The conversation was cool until it wasn't. Al was a little loose after a couple of drinks. I remember him saying, "It's still weird seeing you with my friend, but you're happy, so I'm happy for you guys." Sean responded, "Thanks, man. Me and you, we share so much." I replied coolly, "Word." The conversation took an odd and awkward turn when Sean said, "We all been together sexually, but not together." I was shocked for a moment. As quietness lingered in the room, I asked, "What do you mean by all together?" Al shifted uncomfortably, but Sean didn't hesitate. "You know how we sometimes invite other people into our bed?" I couldn't believe it. "Oh, hell no, Sean. This is my son's father." Al, say something. What Al said was mind-boggling. "I don't know. It could be kind of hot. I miss you in that way." Although I couldn't believe Sean would do this, the truth was I still cared about Al, and this could be very hot. I just didn't want it messing up my relationship, and if things became awkward, how would it affect Quincy? So I asked, "Are you both sure?" I imagined both of them inside me. I knew this would be awkward sexually. There would be some bumping of genitals, but what happened next, I couldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams. Al, and then it's X'd out, so I don't know what Al did. I couldn't believe it. I stood there in shock, but when I saw Sean, I ran out of the room. This was too much. I couldn't. Sean called out to me, "Oh, come on, Kimmy." They didn't chase after me. And it's X'd out. So Al took the initiative. Jeez Louise. Man. Let's go on. I couldn't get the image out of my mind. I couldn't be with Sean for a while, but that wouldn't be the last time I saw Sean in a compromising position, not by a long shot. One day I found the vault where he kept all his encounters with men. Yes, he kept a record of it, but that's for later. Chapter 6, Pop. Biggie took over East Coast hip hop, and Sean was the brilliant mind that orchestrated it. He hired people to teach Chris how to flow and write his lyrics. He hired the best producers to do the beats, although he took credit for them. And the music was unstoppable. At this point, Sean was sleeping with all the power players, and everyone that wanted to do music wanted to be a bad boy. She said he was sleeping with all the power players. Wow. Sean wheeled and dealed in a way that would have been unthinkable to many. He slept with the guys that really control the music to stay on top, and a lot of the names average people have never heard of. These are the guys that make the decisions on who is winning and who is not. He hosted the parties that were just a fancy name for orgies, and everyone wanted in. When I met Tupac, Sean and I had an open relationship, and yes, I slept with Pac-ish. He was sexy. Sean didn't mind, well, not until he tried to get Pac to join both of us. Pac was not good with that. This is where the relationship between them became strained. Tupac wasn't going to accept Sean's advances. Pac wasn't gay, and he was pissed about the advances. We were all in Sean's house. I was drinking, they were smoking, and everyone was just relaxing. Sean came in on what I am sure. He slept with the guys that really control the music to stay on top, and a lot of the names average people have never heard of. These are the guys that make the decisions on who is winning and who is not. He hosted parties that were just a fancy name for orgies, and everyone wanted in. When I met Tupac, Sean and I had an open relationship, and yes, I slept with Pac-ish. He was sexy. Sean didn't mind, well, not until he tried to get Pac to join both of us. Pac was not good with that. This is where the relationship between them became strained. Tupac wasn't going to accept Sean's advances. Pac wasn't gay, and he was pissed about the advances. We were all in Sean's house. I was drinking, they were smoking, and everyone was just relaxing. Sean came in on what I am sure he would call a smooth.
What do you say, Tupac? What Tupac say? Puffy, you and I know what's going on. Bitch, payback. I know you bitch niggas from way back. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. come to your own conclusion.
Approach. My baby is bad, isn't she? Pac threw me a sly smile. Hell yeah. I felt myself blush. Sean was now in full swing. You think you hit it better than me? I couldn't believe he disrespected me that way. I was not playing with my response. Sean, what the F? Pac came to my defense. Damn, bro, you ain't got to do the sister that way. Tupac appeared upset behind Sean's words, but Sean went in for the kill regardless. I think my dick's bigger than yours. I bet I can make her come faster than you. What's up? Pac was appalled. What the F are you talking about, nigga? I ain't trying to run no effing train, Sean continued. What you scared of? Let's see who F's better. Let her be the judge. Yes, at this point, we have been inviting others into our bed for a while, but I'm not used to and will not stand for disrespect. I wasn't the only one upset. Pac shouted, nigga, you talking about pulling your effing dick out? Sean was undaunted. What, you scared? Tupac simply left. Things were contentious since then. The two could not be in the same room. Pac avoided me as much as he did Sean. When they did bump into each other, the tension was palpable. It felt like blows could be thrown at any moment. Months passed with only the tension between them. It was uncomfortable, but nothing life or death. Then one day while we were in the studio, it happened. I walked into Sean's office and he was having the conversation. Sean sat across from Jimmy Henchman. Pac don't leave that effing studio alive. I don't think I was supposed to hear it. I continued as if I didn't. Hey Sean, good morning. Jimmy, they didn't seem to think I heard anything. I'm ordering breakfast. Smiling, Sean replied first. Let me get eggs, sunny side up with grits and orange juice. I could see he was hung over. Good. I don't want him knowing I know anything. If he just put a hit on Pac, knowing something could be dangerous. Jimmy, apparently not hungry, said, nothing for me. As he stood to exit the room, he said, Sean, let's make that happen. Then nodded to me and said, Kim, always a pleasure. With a wink to me and a nod to Sean, he turned and walked out. Jimmy was a part of our intimate circle. I went on as if nothing was happening. I'll make the call now. I smiled as I left, hoping I wasn't white as a sheet. I wasn't in the studio that night. Pac arrived being shot, thank God. From what I understood, Sean and Chris saw Pac at the studio after he'd been shot and did nothing. The way God worked, after being shot, Pac made it to the elevator and tried to escape, but it stopped at the floor Sean and Chris weren't on. When the doors opened, they saw him lying on the elevator floor, riddled with bullets. The fact that they didn't call an ambulance, although they saw Pac lying there swimming in a pool of his own blood, would be all the evidence Pac ever needed. He, of course, assumed they placed the hit, and Tupac is a soldier. This is not something that will be unanswered. Pac didn't do well. He lost a testicle, but he survived. It was orchestrated, and Sean Puffy Combs was the orchestrator. Chapter 7, Threats. At this point, I knew I had to get away from him, but I was scared. He is going to take my life if I try to escape. One February evening, I thought I found my opportunity at dinner after an event. We were at a ritzy restaurant in a private booth. It was an exclusive setup. We were alone, but we were in public. Perfect. Sean was on the phone talking to an unknown listener as he sat down. His words on that call will be etched into my mind forever. We're going to release Who Shot You now. He waited for a response, then went on to say, of course they're going to think Big was talking about Pac. That's the whole effing point. Nobody would give a F about a diss track against LL. Effing Cool J. Do you know how much money we'll make with this?
All right, check this out.
Wow.
If you know about that record, Who Shot You, that was Biggie making a response to LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't a song to Pac. That song was made way before Pac got killed. Got shot at. You know what I'm saying? In the car studio. So, I don't know. It just kind of seemed with the timeline or whatnot. But let's continue. I ain't gonna play this whole thing. We're gonna probably come back on the next show or whatever. You know, try to do this 2-hour thing. So we're gonna go with it. Let's get it.
Kind of rap beef. Niggas battling after someone really got shot. This may not be the best time for this conversation. Sean was finishing up. We drop that shit tomorrow. He listened to the phone, then responded. There's going to be blood in the street. Niggas miss. Pac's alive. Let's capitalize on that shit. When he responds, let's capitalize on that ish. When he responds, it's just going to mean more money. He turned around and looked at me, spoke back into the phone. I'll call you back. Then hung up and spoke to me. What's wrong? I tried my best to fake a smile at what I heard. After all, me and Pac were intimate. I responded, nothing. Sean was a fool. Are you sure? His demeanor was threatening. But I responded as cool as I could muster to his intimidating stare. Yeah, of course. He took my hand saying, that's wonderful. He began to squeeze my hand until it hurt as he continued. Because seeing you walk in the office while I was talking about killing that mother effer and you not saying ish to me had me just a little concerned. His grip was starting to hurt badly. You're hurting me. As he continued, he squeezed tighter. Your pretending you didn't hear anything was a sign of your loyalty to me. Not something I should be concerned with, right? I had no choice but to give him the answer he wanted. I knew I was trapped when I responded. Of course, I'm loyal to you. He let me go as he responded. Good. And remember, I'm the big dick. I snatched my hand back in pain. He smiled and said, let's start with a good wine. He
That
snapped
what
his
he walk
fingers and his
around
favorite wine was
saying?
poured
He
for
the
him.
big dick?
They knew what Sean wanted, and what he wanted, he got. I'm trapped. Now isn't the time for me to launch my escape plan. I have to be strategic. It's going to be big glamour, a lifestyle. I mean, this man just snapped his fingers in one of the most exclusive restaurants in New York City, and they poured his drink of choice.
So did it.
Bottle
So
of
did
wine
it.
is $8, and this is in 1994. The list to get in this place
Diddy
is 6
said
months
it,
long
y'all.
if it's somebody. Mayor Giuliani has a table here tonight. Also, if I got up and walked out, I would be safe. But what about tomorrow? I had to think. He sipped his wine and smiled. You're not drinking? He pointed at my glass. And of course, a waiter filled it. They knew what I liked as well. Sean has a bad temper. He yells sometimes, and okay, he's roughed me up once or twice, but he never punched me. He never bruised me. And he never hit Quincy. I would not have stood for that. He never laid a hand on my son. At that time, I never thought of him touching Quincy in any way. Then the significance of what he said hit me. Is he mad at Tupac over me? I'm the big dick? Oh my God. The last time he put his hands on me, it was because I enjoyed Jamie Foxx too much. Ish. He enjoyed Jamie too. He gets so insanely jealous. It's not the
Oh, whoa. We not going to smooth over that.
Whoa. Jamie.
Jamie.
Damn, Jamie. Damn.
The Riddler struck again.
The Diddler struck again.
Bad temper. He yells sometimes, and okay, he's roughed me up once or twice, but he never punched me. He never bruised me, and he never hit Quincy. I would not have stood for that. He never laid a hand on my son. At that time, I never thought of him touching Quincy in any way. Then the significance of what he said hit me. Is he mad at Tupac over me? I'm the big dick? Oh my God. The last time he put his hands on me, it was because I enjoyed Jamie Foxx too much. Ish. He enjoyed Jamie too. He gets so insanely jealous. It's not fair. He wants to bring other men into the bedroom, but gets jealous when he does. Damn, you're quiet tonight. He said, snapping me back into the presence. I asked a question that was burning in my mind since I walked into that office. What does Chris think of this? He looked at me coolly and said, his fat ass better just keep doing music. A third guest was escorted over by security. Sean motioned for him to sit. A waiter walked over to Sean Carter and asked, what? Would you like something? Carter responded, no, thank you. Then said, hello to me. Then said hello to me with a smile. Smiling, I replied, hey, Carter, and took a sip of my drink. The Seans may share a bed together from time to time, but thankfully, I was never asked to join. Carter went on to speak to Sean. I thought we were meeting in private. Sean replied with a nonchalant shrug. I had to discuss something with her. It's fine. Go ahead. He wielded this kind of power. Carter shifted uncomfortably in his chair before continuing. It's true. Chris and Pop were about to start their own label. Sean slammed his fist against the table, shouting, doesn't anyone have any effing loyalty?
That's another point in the book, because that was the rumor. You know what I'm saying? That they was gonna start.
Where that bad boy? I mean that damn.
Pac definitely was gonna start his own label.
Yeah.
And they was cool with each other, Pac and Biggie at one point. It's crazy, y'all.
Oh God. Hey, that's what I was thinking about Mississippi D. Jamie Foxx was acting like Wanda with Diddy.
Right.
Carter, well, that's not happening now, right? Sean peered at Carter with distrust. Why the F are you so eager to share this with me? Chris is your man. F, he brought you on. You're stabbing him in the back? Carter responded with indignity. First, I'm tired of being that nigga's son. I need to come out from under his damn shadow. Sean smiled slightly. Okay, I respect that. Carter kept going. On top of
talking about Jay-Z, y'all.
That, this nigga's making that move, and it should have been with me. Sean looked at Carter blankly. Pop put Chris on. You know this. What's this really all about, Carter? Don't effing try to play me. The Jay-Z of today wasn't born yet. This young Sean Carter was in over his head. Corner, he had to spill it out. I want his spot. Ambition. Now, this is a man I can work with. Sean made a grandiose gesture towards Carter. Waiter, get this MF whatever he wants. Carter smiled. Thank you. Sean responded, honesty and ambition. We're going to make a lot of bread together. Carter ordered a drink as he stated again. Guess he won't be leaving with that nigga to do their own label now. Sean responded with his normal air of arrogance. Why don't you let me worry about that? I took this as my cue to escape. I told Sean, I'm going to go ahead and get back to Quincy. Sean was wrapped up in his conversation with Carter and barely noticed as he excused me. Had a limo drop you off. I didn't eat. I didn't care. We didn't eat. He didn't care. I smiled and kissed him on the cheek and left. Chapter 8, Kadada. Actress, model, and fashion designer Kadada Jones was Tupac Shakur's fiance and is the daughter of record producer Quincy Jones.
But
and
I don't
actress
know. We
Peggy
don't know if it's
Lipton.
Jordan or Frost. When she got into the limo, bro, that's your time to go home and get your kid and leave.
fuck on.
What the fuck? That's why I said, like, are you trapped? You know, like, that's the time to leave.
It's the Hassan Campbell effect, man.
I mean, I would have went and got a place in Wyoming and laid low.
They look like Stockholm.
I just don't like it when they say they can't leave. You can. It's that lifestyle. You in the limo,
That's how
he
it
ain't
was
there.
for
Roll out.
Hassan, he kept going back to Bama. Remember that shit, fam?
Yeah, he definitely. He
Kept going back, so you not abused. I mean, you is, but you like it or something.
It's a psychological thing. You gotta think he was pimping her out. He was getting niggas. He was drugging her.
Mississippi D.
Yeah, he was drugging her. He was
Just saying, you want to get away. This dude didn't, man.
But she speak on it in the book, so like I say,
she hung around too long, and that's why she got took out. That was the time to leave, right there. She'd still be alive.
Yeah, she knew too much, bro.
Yeah, she in the book she talk about gathering the film, the videos, and making copies and all that. We're gonna get into that in the next.
And I ain't gonna lie, I think that he got some of that Mace too, man, because you know Mace and him was looking very shiny in the video.
Very zesty.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even lie, extra shiny and stuff, coming out looking like plastic bags, like C. Elliott. Nah.
Going in.
I think Mace
being around other celebrities was just part of life. Meeting Kadada was just one of those events, and as time went on, we became close. We hung out together, went shopping, and so on. It was just about the same time I met Kimora. Those were the days, or so I thought.
You know, Kimora's Russell Simmons' wife, ex-wife. He's still fucking with her. And Kadada is Pac's fiance.
Always had girl talk, and the fact she was dating someone I had previously been with wasn't a source of contention. We didn't get jealous of each other. It was just girl talk stuff. No, I did not become intimate with Kadada. Kimora was too jealous for that. Yes, Kadada knew about Kimora, Sean, and I all being together sexually. Of course she did. We shared that kind of thing. We were open and honest with each other about almost everything. A true friendship, except I couldn't be open and honest about everything. Not anymore. Sean made sure of that. Kadada and Pac were the greatest couple. He was always so cool and yes, sexy. She was so beautiful and fun. Before all
wow.
the tension and beef, we used to all hang out together.
That's wild, bro. If you saying something, vibes,
but with Pac.
Price of fame, man. The price of fame, man. They was doing the most, bro.
Yeah.
They was definitely doing the most. All sharing each other, all that type of shit, all that debauchery going on behind the scenes.
Shooting and the suspicions surrounding Sean and Jimmy, the vibes between Kadada and I weren't always perfect. Then came that night. Award shows weren't anything new for us. At this point, we dolled up as men, groomed. We didn't choose what we wore. A stylist prepared our color palettes. A makeup artist did our makeup, and a hairstylist did our hair. This was just the way of things. We shared the best stylists in the business. Sometimes we would all go to the studio for an event to get our measurements taken, but this time Kadada seemed different. I felt like something was wrong, but when I probed her, she wouldn't say anything. Then the day of the event was here. We would all see each other inside. Even though Sean was my man as far as props, I had nothing on Kadada. Being Quincy Jones' daughter had her superstardom was among them. Pac wasn't there. When she saw us, she came over to our table. We sat around kicking it in a very dope vibe. Sean knew he was going to clean up this award show. He had all but taken over the East Coast musically. With all the hits, there really was no way he wouldn't. Bad Boy is Hall of Fame stuff now, and Sean P. Diddy Combs knew it. Sean smiled at Kadada as she sat at our table, but something about that smile didn't seem authentic. Soon I would know why. He's sick when he has a grudge against someone. As he sat, Sean said, Bad Boy is going to clean the F up. From his table with Faith, Chris replied, hell yeah. And that new ish we busting out gonna have these niggas sick. Kidada signaled for the waiter to pour her a glass of ginger ale that sat over her table. As the waiter refreshed her drink, she said, Pac's music gonna get some love too. Sean grimaced. Oh, come on, Sean. I know y'all got your differences, but you have to admit the man makes great music. Sean looked at me out of the corner of his eyes, then took another sip of his favorite cognac and replied, Bad Boy got the hottest music on the effing planet. But I ain't tripping. Everybody got to get their shine, right? Kidada signed. Sean, Tupac thinks you were involved with him getting shot. You two were so close. You need to make this right. Sean responded indignantly. What the F would that nigga think I had anything to do with it? Kidada retorted. Sean, can you blame him? Sean was obviously not happy with that question by his reply. Hell yeah, I blame him. We had a good thing going. All of us. That nigga turned on me. And he has the effing balls to blame me for his shooting? The indignity he managed to spew out while lying through his teeth was something I did not expect. I was thrown back for a moment before interjecting. Duh. Do we have to do this tonight? It's Sean's big night. Kimura heard the ruckus and made her way over to our table as well. She sat down and said, hey, everybody, with that big dimple smile. I smiled and replied, hey. Kidada also seemed happy to see her as she said, hey, what's up? Hey, what up, Kimmy? Kimura, never the type to hold her tongue, went straight to it. The whole place is buzzing with the fact you're sitting here accusing Sean of having Pac shot. Y'all kinda loud. She laughed. Kidada seemed embarrassed as she looked around to see everybody staring and whispering. But she wasn't about to back off. In fact, she doubled down. Anybody here not talking about it ain't real anyway. Honey, we don't have to do this here. Kidada made clear she was not to be silenced as she continued. Oh, let's not hurt the feelings of Sean Puffy Combs. He only had one of the most prolific rappers in the game shot. Sean clenched his hands into fists. If this was anyone else, this would have turned ugly. But this was Quincy Jones's daughter. Sean was a monster in the streets, well feared by men that knew, but he did not want any of the smoke Quincy Jones could bring. Kidada could continue with impunity. Sean could not touch her. Christopher and Mary, both wanting to defend the super producer that made them famous, both started to stand and make their way over to the table. But Sean signaled them off with a firm motion of his hand. They remained in their seats watching helplessly. Kidada seemed to be on full rampage. You're not safe in the streets, Sean. You think you're untouchable? Kimura seemed almost red in the face when she grabbed Kidada by the hand, saying, I gotta go to the restroom. Kidada, not willing to stop, snatched her hand away, yelling, let go of me. Kimura needed her to get a grip and said sternly, speaking to a child mid-tantrum, die. Kidada turned to her and yelled, what? Kimura nodded toward the crowded room, and Kidada looked around. Here she deflated slightly. Kimura, now in control, spoke firm but softly, let's go powder our nose. Kidada nodded with a grimace and gave a sharp look back at Sean as she walked away. As attention slowed,
let's go powder our nose.
Chowder hour.
Let's go powder our nose. A little bit of that.
He a sloppy hitman. Damn.
Man.
Quincy Jones' daughter know. I mean, damn, bro. The streets is supposed to know.
slowly melted away. I asked Sean, you okay? Sean didn't reply at first. He looked around, saw that no one was really paying attention. Now that the ruckus had died down, and stood to get the picture of ginger ale from Kidada's table. He poured himself a drink from it, looked around again, saw no one was paying attention, and put the pitcher under the table. What was he doing? Then I heard the distinct sound of liquid being poured into the liquid. Oh my God, is he peeing in the pitcher? He smiled at me as he brought the pitcher back from under the table and finally replied to me, I'm good. He then stood and returned the pitcher to the table. I was in awe. I knew he had a bad temper, but this was disgusting. I'll never eat or drink something after we have an argument again. Kidada and Kumar made their way back to Kidada's table to sit. As Sean watched on quietly, Sean made small talk. Which songs do you think they'll give me awards for? As Kidada poured her drink, Sean's bodyguard made his way over to the table. I think he stopped her from drinking as everyone else just sat and watched. Gene risked in curing Sean's rap, if I'm right. Relieved, I replied, babe, your catalog is crazy. It could be a lot of songs. Sean glared at Kidada's table the entire night. Going back to Cali, we had a wild night. It was after one of Sean's infamous parties. Everyone was there, and we not only had threesomes, but we also swapped partners. Our sex life was crazy, but I got to do things with Sean I would never have been able to do with a straight man.
Right.
A straight man. Let's continue. Sean cared about me, but it was becoming more and more obvious that he preferred men. I was beginning to think I was there more to cover his wild desires than because he really wanted to be with me. He was like Caesar, every woman's man and every man's woman. But truthfully, at that stage, I was becoming okay with it. I woke up and left the bedroom where
Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society trying to keep their eye on me. Come on, bro. Hey.
I was with Jada Pickett, and Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom. Wait a minute. I woke up and left the bath, if I'm right.
Don't let that smooth over,
babe,
y'all.
Your catalog is crazy. It could be a lot of songs. Sean glared at Kidada's table the entire night. going back to Cali, we had a wild night. It was after one of Sean's infamous parties. Everyone was there, and we not only had threesomes, but we also swapped partners. Our sex life was crazy, but I got to do things with Sean I would never have been able to do with a straight man. Oh, she said a straight man. Let's continue. Sean cared about me, but it was becoming more and more obvious that he preferred men. I was beginning to think I was there more to cover his wild desires than because he really wanted to be with me. He was like Caesar, every woman's man and every man's woman. But truthfully, at that stage, I was becoming okay with it. I woke up and left the bedroom where I was with Jada Pinkett, and Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom. Wait a minute. I woke up and left the bedroom where I was with Jada Pinkett, and Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom with his XX'd out and Will Smith. Yes, XXX attended the parties from time to time. I could see him and Will kind of snuggled up on the bed together. I was grateful I wasn't asked to join in that room. I didn't really like Sean smiled when he saw me. Good morning. Here at the orgies, he wasn't very affectionate. He didn't have to pretend, but he couldn't walk straight. I knew how his ass felt literally. We had sessions playing with each other's anal cavities. I want to be home before Quincy woke up, so I told him I'm going to get ready. He responded, let's have a cup of coffee first. This meant he wanted to talk. I didn't know what it was about, but in situations like this, I didn't really have a choice. He was becoming more violent when he didn't get what he wanted, and I didn't really want to fight. So I sat down, but before we started talking, XXX came out of the room. Sean was wearing boxers. X was in his birthday suit. X addressed me. Morning. When he turned around in order to close the door, there was a dried cum stain on his back. X walked over, pulled a chair out to sit down next to us, and lit up a blunt. Who is this X, dude?
Is this DMX?
Sean stretched, smiled, and said, this East Coast, West Coast beef is more lucrative than I thought, but it's getting dangerous. X responded, surprised. Business first thing in the morning? Damn, cuz, you own it. But you know you don't got nothing to worry about. You got a pass, daddy. X smiled coyly. Sean apparently had something to talk about with X as well, because he said,
Bro, is that DMX?
I don't know.
There's only one nigga XXX.
Nah, hell no.
It ain't Tenacious, bro. It ain't Tishion.
I think. But I don't know. He was like saying cuz he XX'd out the name.
I don't know, bro. She could be giving you a hint.
I don't know. It gets a little bit more. Whoever the person said was cousin.
He sat
her.
down and lit a blunt. That's DMX to do that too.
But he was like saying, she was saying that the dude was cousin her too. So I don't know. Maybe he was a Crip. So it was like it was alluding. They're in the West Coast right now. They're alluding that there's somebody on the West Coast.
When he didn't get what he wanted, and I didn't really want to fight. So I sat down, but before we started talking, XXX came out of the room. Sean was wearing boxers. X was in his birthday suit. X addressed me. Morning. When he turned around in order to close the door, there was a dry cum stain on his back. X walked over, pulled a chair out to sit down next to us, and lit up a blunt. Who is this X, dude? Sean stretched, smiled, and said, this East Coast, West Coast beef is more lucrative than I thought, but it's getting dangerous. X responded, surprised. Business first thing in the morning? Damn, cuz, you own it. But you know you don't got nothing to worry about. You got a pass, daddy. X smiled coyly. Sean apparently has something to talk about with X as well, because he said, I can't protect everybody, especially if someone is no longer going to be on my label. It was apparent X wasn't taken aback by this turn of events by his reply. Sean, are you saying what I think you're saying? Sean continued, it's taxing on my resources to protect people. Someone that isn't 100% of my team can't be 100% of my protection. What the hell is going on here? What does Sean want from me? This morning is turning out to be way more than I expected, and I have to go. Quincy will be looking for me. Meanwhile, X apparently wanted clarity. So to be clear, if something happened, X made quotation marks with his fingers to one of your artists that was leaving your label anyway, it would be considered. He makes another set of quotation marks out of your control. Is that what you're saying? Wait a minute. Can they be talking about Biggie? Is Sean saying he won't protect Biggie? At this point, I was too young, too naive, too hungover to understand that this was not a lack of protection. This was a hit. Where did this come from this morning? But an older, wiser me understands now what I did not comprehend all these years ago. Sean was just getting to the real reason that he had X there. The world was about to lose Biggie. X laughed. You a cold mother effer. Sean said, why the F should I protect someone that isn't going to stick around? I made him. That nigga should be worshiping the ground I effing walk on. I was thinking Sean's ego is rearing its ugly head, and I wanted to get out of there, but instincts told me I need to tread carefully. So my next move had to be calculated. I don't really want any part of this, not even implicitly, but I was just dragged right into the middle of it. If what was happening here ever comes out, will I be held as an accomplice? But even as those thoughts crossed my mind, I couldn't just pretend this was okay. So I said, but Sean, he hasn't left yet. They're just rumors. Are you going to let him die because of some rumors? Sean glared at me, the anger in his voice obviously stemming from hurt as he said, I know when I'm being betrayed. I'm not killing anyone, but I'm not protecting somebody that doesn't have my back 150%. F that. This was railing out of control. My mind began to race. Is there a way to get through to him? Maybe I could use a finance route. Sean, he's bringing in so much money. You put so much money into cultivating him. Are you going to throw away all that money? That's when he revealed how thought out this meeting really was. If he leaves, he takes all the money I invested into creating him. Sean sighs. But if he can't protect himself and something terrible does happen, then the money I would make off his death will blow away all the money we made so far. I was perplexed. Sean, he continued, he's worth more to me dead than alive. Sean Combs is a calculated monster. X chimes in. I get that, fam. A lot of people out there want Biggie dead too. Without your protection, he doesn't stand a chance in Cali. Biggie is going to die. This is crazy. I dare not say anything else about it. I think I know who X is, but I'm not going to say anything until something else, come out to confirm it. But I have an idea. Sean smiles and stands to walk over to a safe behind a picture. There he pulls out a bag marked with X's name. He turns to X and says, that's why you're worth your weight in gold. You understand me? Here's a little something for you to take care of my people. X smiles. Sean, I love you, baby. You know I got your back. Your problems are my problems. I'll make sure to have my people take care of your people. I need to get out of here. This is crazy. I attempted to leave again. Sean, I want to go get Quincy before he wakes up. Sean looked at me responding, it's getting late. Give him a kiss for me. I'm going to get out of here. Thank God. X always with something to say. I'd love to meet the little type sometime. Not a chance in hell. Something about this guy creeps me out. I forced a smile. That would be great. I made my ex. Who the heck is X?
They crazy.
She did not like him. She did not like him. Let's continue. Chapter 2.
Damn, that is somebody from the West, bro.
This nigga did a wild monster, bro.
You were at the
This whack 100.
Go back to the night. Big got killed. Let's go back to that Thursday
Keep
night.
it deep.
When I sat there and told Big's man, pots and pans, D-Rock, man, don't come nowhere where we at. Don't come nowhere where we at. D-Rock gave me his word, shook his hand. Man, we ain't coming nowhere. Every party that Puff went, House of Blues, they ain't show up. We went to the movie, they ain't show up. They was over at I don't know, it's not the it begins with a C. Well, Mace was at that club too. Puff sent me over. It was some club beginning with a C out there that they had trapped Mace up and I had to go get him up out of there. You understand? Anywhere we went, Big and them never showed up into the Peterson Museum. And the only reason they showed up is because Puff got in D-Rock ear. You understand? Puff got in this man's ear with Sally Richardson and her girlfriend, and they all went out that day of the video shoot. Let's start right there. Let's start with the fact that Clark Kent went over there. The night in which Big was went to the Peterson Museum, Clark Kent that I had no knowledge of, brother. I had no knowledge of this until he got on somebody else's platform and spoke about it. He said, asked Big what he was doing that night because he was supposed to go to London with Big. And Clark Kent said, what are you going to the Peterson Museum for, bro? He said, D-Rock and Puff set it up. They hadn't been nowhere. They hadn't been nowhere other than video shoots, other than radio. You understand? And the Soul Train Awards. They wasn't going out to no party, no clubs, and no hip hop scene. They wasn't doing none of that, brother. But that one particular night they go out, and it was because of Puff and D-Rock. Clark Kent said that shit himself. I've been saying it for years, but everybody was saying, I'm capping. Nah. What do you call Clark Kent? Is he capping? He's a vice president of a record company. You understand what I'm saying? He was DJing for Big. Is he capping? All these people should smack themselves, brother. Because what happened is, when people hear the truth, they can't believe it. Why? They can't understand it. But it happened. We couldn't have done nothing because it was no we. It was no we out there. Big had a security, Paul offered, Reggie Bullock. Puff had me and Kenny. We was down 6 to 8 other men. Fuck we gonna do? And there's 23 people in the entourage. And none of them got no guns. You don't go Cali empty-handed.
Jen, the lies you tell. At this point, the relationship between Sean and I had been off and on for quite a while, and we were off at this point. He had put his hands on me again, this time for something that didn't even happen. It was all in his head. When the phone rang, I picked it up anyway. Hi, Sean. We've been broken up for a while this time. Yeah, he continued. I don't want anyone to know about my, he paused to search for the right word, proclivities. I replied, so you don't want people to know about you being gay? Sean exploded. See, that's why I effing lose control on you. So I just plainly stated, goodbye, Sean. Wait, he screamed. What, Sean? I'm sorry, okay. You're always effing sorry. He took a deep breath. I have to do something to cover myself. I sighed. Do whatever you effing want, Sean. When you see this is in the news, it's not real. This made me calm down a moment. What could he be talking about? He continued. I'm only doing it for the press. Doing what, Sean? After a long pause, he continued. She knows what this is. She is just pretending to cover me. Sean, what the hell are you talking about? Another pause. Publicly, I'm going to be dating someone else. A video girl? I laughed. Why would you do that? I have to cover myself. I was getting mad. I was actually angrier at myself more than at him. Why was I getting jealous? I was sitting there actually comparing myself to video vixens in my mind. They are thick, but look at my body. Did he prefer some light-skinned, big butt girls from videos? I called myself, no. I know he likes men any damn way. As I regained control, I asked, why the hell are you telling me? He sighed. I wanted you to find out for me first. Like I give a ish. He came at me with his favorite line. You know I love you. It was getting old. I could only think to myself, here we go. Love is a big, strong word. I'm tired of him throwing it around and using it when it fits his needs. He's using it while he's sitting here telling me about dating someone else. I replied, you don't hit people you love, Sean. Love doesn't hurt. He sucked his teeth as he responded. Come on. Are you serious? That shit's for children. We aren't in effing high school. Sometimes things happen. That doesn't mean I don't love you. I wouldn't hit you if I didn't. Wait, that sounded wrong. You said exactly what you meant. He took a breath. There was an awkward silence. The fact I was still on the phone and waiting for him to speak meant he had the power. He was more cautious as he continued. He didn't want to lose that power. Kim, no one that I don't care about can bring that kind of emotion out of me. I wanted to say, is that how you talk to dudes after using butt plugs? But there is a line I dare not cross. Instead, I said, you say that while you're dating some other itch. That's just for public. I was done. It could be heard in my voice as I said, whatever, Sean, do what you need to do. Leave me alone. I'm never giving up on us, he cried. I responded to that emotional control attempt with a little resolve I could muster. I didn't even believe the words that came tumbling out of my mouth. Sean, there is no us anymore. Goodbye. Tell Quincy I miss him. He threw out. His emotional manipulation was really driving me crazy. This time I said with much more conviction, goodbye, Sean. I hung up. Manipulative bastard. For a while, I was actually happy to see Sean gone. I was getting older and the sex parties were out of control. It was getting time for me to slow down. Quincy was getting older. I knew that if I kept going, the rumors circulating were going to eventually find a way to get back to him. What will he think of me? Chris is about to take his trip to California. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen out there, but I felt like Tiana Wallace was about to be an orphan. I knew I didn't want any ties to that. As I was sitting there contemplating all of this in my robe, sipping my wine on this Friday evening, my doorbell rings. I was not expecting company. I opened the door and found Sean. My heart skipped a beat. I was shocked but recovered quickly. I forced a smile and told him with a slightly slurred speech, shit. I am way more intoxicated than I thought. Sean entered looking around suspiciously, then turned to me and smiled saying, you haven't been returning my calls. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. I'm fine. He obviously was not here out of concern. He was checking to see who was here. Sean was controlling like that. Yes, even though we were not together and he was dating someone else, he started to make his way to the living room. I attempted to put a quick end to the visit, but it came out a little more directly than I intended. So, since you can see I'm fine, you can let me go to bed now. Part of me wanted him to stay. As he entered the living room, I was forced to follow. Sean was very direct with his next inquiry. Is someone else waiting for you? No, but Sean, we're not together. You're dating someone else and I can F whoever I choose. With this, Sean became irate. He fiercely slammed me to the ground. Then he pulled out a 22 and set it on the end table. He turned to me calmly. I was scared. My voice quivered as I pleaded to him. Sean, please stop. Quincy is here. How did we get here? How did we get to the point that he was in my living room threatening me with a gun? He knelt on one knee and got right in my face to say, you're mine. You don't have a choice in that now. I can't live without you. He stood up, composing himself. I was terrified as I whimpered, Sean, that's not love. Sean picked up his gun and cocked it. He looked at me almost thoughtfully and asked, have you ever heard, if I can't have you, no one can? Sean, please don't. Please. Quincy will hear. Sean smiled and put the gun away, saying, oh, this is just for dramatic effect. I would never shoot you. If I was going to kill you, no one would trace it to me. You know how many people I've had to take care of over the years? It will be quiet. Something in your food or drink. Oh my God. Something in your food or drink. Something that would never get back to me. I wouldn't shoot you.
Allegedly, y'all.
That nigga said, like he did it already more than once. This dude be sacrificing rappers, bro.
Yeah.
This dude took Craig Mack out.
And they said he died kind of like he had like a heart attack or something to that, or some illness. Now, we're gonna come back, but she goes into how the people she was dating after she was trying to get away from them, they mysteriously passed away. Talking about movie producers, just other artists, and it's crazy. Y'all go check it out for yourselves, but we're gonna come back with it and play a little bit more, but we're gonna get up out of here, man. What's y'all thoughts on this so far, man? Get in the comments, let us know. What's y'all thoughts about it, fellas?
That's the diddler, my nigga. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Man, that's a doggone scary story right there. I ain't gonna lie. That sounds scary.
It get a little bit more.
I'm like, bro, I mean, it's like that Texas Chainsaw Massacre level.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This dude was a psychopath.
And then it's crazy about all the people that know about some of the things that he's done to people, even these mysterious alleged murders, unalivings, and it's a hush hush. So I think he pissed somebody off, a higher up. You know, so what y'all think? You think Diddy is gonna testify?
Diddy most definitely testifying. For shit show.
Testify.
On some government officials. Some team owners. Some motherfucking.
Cause she was saying he was messing around with power players, male, and like power higher ups, people who make the moves, make the industry move.
I could only nod, tears flowing down my cheeks. He looked at me thoughtfully. As he reached down to help me up, I could do nothing but agree. He's a terrifying monster. Now he wanted to smooth it over, and I had to go along with it. What else could I do? Listen, baby, I don't ever want to hurt you. You know I really love you, or I would have moved on. Thinking about living my life without you is just too hard. If someone ever tried to hurt you, I would kill them. My back hurt from where I hit it on the table when he shoved me. All I could do as he held me up was nod that I understood through my streaming tears, which he wiped. He looked toward Quincy's room. Let me say goodbye. No, Sean, please. Thinking quickly, he has to get up in the morning. Sean looked at me with an unreadable look. He was studying me. Okay, I'm gonna go. Nervously, I walked him to the front door. This is over, thank God. He kissed me. I didn't want him touching me, but I couldn't refuse. Kiss Quincy for me. I tried to keep my composure as I replied, sure, Sean. He opened the door to leave. The bodyguard that was waiting outside escorted him to the car. This was far worse than I realized. Why would he need a bodyguard at my front door? How was he anticipating this go? After I shut the door, I had another drink. For tonight, the nightmare was over. I sipped on my wine and cried. The next few days, he sent dozens of flowers. He brought Quincy expensive toys. He didn't want me. He wanted me to keep it secret. I'm trapped. He has authorities under his thumb. I can't go to them. This is like a gangster movie. How high up does his power go? How far is his reach? The FBI, the CIA? Who is not corrupted or who won't be silenced by their upper chain of command? Can anyone help me and my child? He found his way back to my bed. I had no choice. Chapter 12, A Mama's Love. The calamity that ensued between the death of Biggie shook the East Coast. It rocked me as well. Sean could have stopped it. He was complicit in it. He was a contributor. He knew it was going to happen and didn't stop it. This was his friend. No, they were not nearly as close as Sean would have the public believe, but still. As far as Sean was concerned, we were great. To the public, we were just having the off and on relationship of a normal couple. And I probably just seemed like a money-hungry hoe. But the truth is, I just got used to not having a choice. Today, I recognized it for what it was. Stockholm Syndrome. I was at his beck and call and had become comfortable with it. Quincy had everything he could ever want, with the exception, of course, of a normal parental figure. That is why this chapter is so powerful for me. A mother's love is so real. One night, I was out with my boyfriend. Yes, we were on again. We were joined for dinner by none other than Miss Wallace. Sean looked over as security allowed Miss Wallace to approach the table and sit. Miss Wallace spoke with a smile. "Hello, Sean. Hi, Kim." I smiled the best I could with the situation. For all intents and purposes, she is sitting with her son's killer. I hope my voice didn't betray my feelings as I said, "Hi, Miss Wallace." Sean smiled also as he said, "Hello, Miss Wallace. What can I do for you?" When I got your call, it sounded urgent. He was able to appear as if he was smiling warmly. This was the creepiest situation of my life. She looked at Sean with pleading eyes. "I know this isn't your problem, but things have gotten kind of hard. I was hoping that you could send some of that money Chris made with you this way." Sean shook his head. "That's not something I can just do. There are attorneys and accountants. Can I maybe help you out with a little something to get you past the hump?" Sean reached into his pocket to dig for his wallet. "I haven't seen how much Chris left. It's going on 2 years. Just how long is this going to take?" Sean sighed as he replied, These things are difficult, Miss Wallace. I don't know. The attorneys don't make this easy." Miss Wallace pushed further. "I don't understand what's so difficult. He worked for you. He made his money. Where is it?" Sean shook his head as if saddened by what he was saying as he continued. "It's not like I can just give you his money. You're entitled to certain amounts, and they are just trying to figure out what that amount is. I don't mean to sound cruel, but it wouldn't be fair to me to just give you tons of money. You got rich off my son, and now you're keeping all of his money?" Sean kept his cool as he replied, "I'm afraid business isn't that cut and dry, Miss Wallace. I pay for publishing, publicity. I mean, in all actuality, if I'm going to be straightforward, Miss Wallace, Chris probably owed me money. I won't know until it's all worked out." The anger in Miss Wallace's voice barely overshadowed the pain, or perhaps it magnified it as she uttered the only words she could muster. "You bastard." Sean didn't flinch. He just said, Look at the contract. I'm honestly trying to get him as much as possible out of it. But I have investors. I can't just take money that doesn't belong to him and start giving it away." Miss Wallace exploded in response. "You know good and well Chris didn't owe you a damn thing." Sean stared her straight in the eye unwaveringly and said he would have started making a profit after a few years. His money until his album sales, paid for studio time, music, videos, publishing, and marketing would have come from doing shows. "I'm sorry he isn't here to make that money. I miss him." Her response was deadpan. "Did you kill my son?" Momentarily, Sean was stunned into silence. She asked him again, her voice quivering. "Did you?" He started. Miss Wallace, she would not be redirected. "Answer the question." I was not used to seeing Sean on the defensive. "No, of course not." She looked at him with spite, the anger in her voice enough to send shivers up my spine as she replied with a menace only a mother can. "I don't believe you, Sean." Sean looked at her with a sadness that I knew in my soul to be fake. Although looking at him without context, anyone would believe him as he replied, "I'm sorry to hear that." Today I know he was able to muster that false sincerity because he's a sociopath. Back then, I thought it was compassion. With no more words, Miss Wallace stood up and left. Sean watched her exit with disbelief, not knowing what to do. I placed my order. Dinner that night was long and silent. I feared for Miss Wallace's life. Sean is most dangerous when he feels threatened. It's like he has an animal mentality. Let's go on. No, she could not physically threaten him, but this threat was very real. If she goes public with her accusations, Sean's image will be damaged. I have felt for myself the extents he will go through in order to protect that image. Chapter 13, have some faith. The fact of the matter is, Sean was a complete control freak. He was absolutely the worst. But of all the things he did for control, this might have been one of the most despicable ones. We were in the bad boy office one evening, sitting in the lounge area, enjoying a meal. Sean was smoking one of those big cigars when Faith entered and sat down with us. She seemed relaxed as she said, "Hey guys," as I smiled. I never had any bad vibe from the marvelous Faith Evans. We never talked about the wild time the three of us shared at one of Sean's parties. I gave her a hug. "Hey girl, what's up?" Sean smiled and asked, "Hey, what brings you out?" She addressed Sean saying, "Look, when you asked me to hook up with Chris, I understood you needed to control him. I felt honored that you would choose me to monitor one of your most valuable assets." "Chris is sweet," Sean laughed and said. "Honestly, I knew you would be good, make the big man feel loved." "I don't feel good about all this, Sean." Sean got that look in his eyes he gets before he blows his top. Faith saw it also. She treaded carefully. "Sean, you know I'm as loyal as they come." Sean leaned forward, unintentionally threatening, and said in a low tone, "Yeah. But Sean, Chris and I had a child together." Sean leaned back. He let out a deep breath. "I'm going to take care of you. You're not like Chris. You're loyal." Faith had a tear in her eye as she responded. "He didn't have to die. This is getting very touchy. Did she know? Did she suspect? Was this her trying to find out if Sean intentionally killed Biggie? I wanted to ask, but of course there was no way of doing that. This is so crazy." Sean sighed and replied, "He didn't. Don't get me wrong. I miss him, but he was leaving me anyway. No one cares about my pain." Classic narcissistic Sean. It's all about him. I was sickened for a moment, but his next sentence made me feel for him anyway. I wanted to share all this with him. He was my man. Faith couldn't hide the anger that flared in her eyes, but she knew who she was talking to. She was careful as she spoke. "Sean, you have friends you share things with." Sean sat forward again, and this time with malicious intention as he queried, "What the F is that supposed to mean?" "Chris had no one, only you." Sean lost it. "That fat F and that other piece of ish I had, you F?" I interjected while in shock. You had her F Pac? Sean glared at me as he answered, yes, F and Pac. Those mother effers were going to try to start their own label and compete with me. Me. After all I did for that fat F, nah, I wasn't using resources to protect that mother effer. No F.
Okay, we gotta stop it right there, man. That gets real. We'll have to continue that later. That's crazy.
God damn, boy.
It's all allegedly, man. This is in the book. The book's out. It's been out for a while, you know. All this stuff is resurfacing. On the next show, we're gonna go into the newest accuser. Well, I think she came out before, but she had a press conference. You know,
yeah.
Some shit. Then they talking about a male prostitute that he was abusing the well that's trying to sue. All this stuff coming out. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
A nigga got abused
by Diddy.
You done put that nigga in this torture chamber.
Oh man. Hey, that's crazy. So y'all go check it out if y'all want for yourselves. It's called Ken Lost Words. I mean, it's very detailed though. It's this whole XX push. What you think, man? It does sound like somebody from the West, right?
It's somebody from the West. It's just you gotta kind of think back at that time right now. Who was what at that time?
See, I think like with people like me and Pusha and that age that was back then. I mean, you remember certain things that was said and heard around that time, especially if you was dealing within the industry. So we heard about them stories. Just like now with the Busta Rhymes shit. I've heard about that shit back in the day, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to believe it, but now that shit surfacing. All this shit like, yeah, man, you heard about it? Yeah, that shit was true. Motherfuckers is weird as fuck.
Bro, what if he was talking about Exhibit?
Oh, damn!
I didn't think X, bro.
I ain't think.
I'm just. I'm just wondering.
So we gonna come back to that, boy. Next show. We're gonna go a little deeper into this.
That's the X from the West.
What's your thoughts on it, Nutter? Before we get up out of here. Nutter tapped out.
X gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. That's the X on the West, bro.
Oh man.
At that time. If the hint is XXX.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the Biggie stuff or the Tupac situation?
Man, that nigga's a maniacal nigga, bro. Yeah, it was time for Diddy to come down.
It's crazy because the face situation, like he was like, yeah, I had you sleep with Pac and all that other shit, but the who shot you situation, this record, you know, you remember back then, like when that shit hit, it was like automatically in the hip hop. You was thinking like, yo, man, he coming at Pac. Pac took it as a diss, you know. You hear it in the book, like nobody caring about no L Cool J, and at the time nobody gave a fuck about L Cool J at the time. Even L Cool J had a record with I think on the Mr. Smith where he said something about Pac, where he was trying to mac to a girl and the girl was fucking with Pac. You know, Pac had died at the time and shit. That actress. So I don't know, man. Said Sean
this
is
shit
a
wild.
psychopath. Yeah. And we're gonna come back this time. We'll come back with the rest of this, and then some Jaguar White. Speaking on,
Most definitely got to break down her story.
yeah. I would think a lot of people gotta owe her an apology, right? She was talking about this shit for years.
They were talking like that lady was crazy.
I think she's still a little cuckoo for
They
Cocoa
said
Puffs,
Gene
but-
Deal's just a hating
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
nigga because Puffy don't fuck with him no more.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Jaguar exposes Oprah's sickening plan for Diddy's after arrest. I don't know if that's some bullshit. Oh, Tasha K. She went on Tasha K. Jaguar the list of the other celebrities that may been on the freak off tapes.
Oh yeah, we most definitely gotta watch that next time.
Yeah, we definitely.
I might gotta record that junk and disguise their voices and shit so they won't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely.
I got you.
So yeah, y'all tap in, tune in, man. Share this live, share the channel. Go subscribe to all the channels. Big Nutter, 804, Pushy.Push. The YouTube by the same name. You know, Fam West, no CAPP'N TV. And follow the mods channels too. Salute to the mods. We out this bitch, man.
I love the game. I love the hustle, man. Be feeling like one of them ball
Peace out, y'all.
bird magic or something. Yeah, you know when nigga got dope, nigga can leave the league.
Salute to y'all. Everybody be safe, man. Catch up with y'all next show.
I get all this love, feel like a money match. These niggas that be hating on some other shit. When I go, I want a documentary. The realest niggas going down the history. I get all this love, feel like a money match. I get all this love, feel like a money match. When I go, I want a documentary. The realest niggas going down the history. I get all this love, feel like a money match. These niggas that be hating on some sucker shit. When I go, I want a documentary. So if you ain't talking official shit, don't mention me. I'm never gonna change, switching lanes while sipping lane. Going hard for my dogs out the penitentiary. My brother said I can't let these fuck niggas get to me.
Make sure y'all follow Five Mike.
Shit, they gon' remember me. I get all this love, feel like a money match. These niggas that be hating on some other shit. When I go, I want a documentary. The realest niggas going down the history. I get all this love, feel like a money match. I get all this love, feel like a money match. When I go, I want a documentary. The realest niggas going down the history. If you want it raw, then I'm the one you ask for. Me and Jerry getting bricks off the backboard. Niggas foul, what you think we got them texts for? If you ain't buying what you coming around the set for, let me just be honest, I'm all about making $1. So if you ain't copping 5 bricks or better shit, I ain't got it. And excuse me for being modest, but I just spent like 5 on this designer. I get all this love, feel like a money match. These niggas that be hating on some other shit.
Big Heavy.
I want a documentary.
Everybody that pulled up.
I get all this love, feel like a money match. I get all this love, feel like a money match. When I go, I want a documentary. The realest niggas going down the history.
FirstFamRadio.com.
FirstFamRadio.com.
What up, world? This is Grammy music producer Ryan Ghost Bowser rocking it out with First Fam West Radio and your man's Mr. Illustrator. And on the ones and twos, we got Crazy D. Spin that, man.
Tools in the box, the haters wanna stop it. Mom's on like cocaine. I'm a fly human being, money is the reason. No reason about those games. Keep the tools in the box, the haters wanna stop it. Mom's on like cocaine. Pure white, Peruvian, take flight, ride the wind, long nights, getting it in. Is this the life of a hooligan? Ninjas on the street, they trying to avoid the chalk. Talk it out, maybe after let the heat spark. Gunshots, bury victims in the dirt quick. Circle of death, calling it the work shift. Mind blown, mind gone. Just took a life he don't care about his own. But this is what the youth talk, turned up. Mommy offered those pills, plus she coked up. Out to celebrate, told it's the last days. Race and chase away the pain of his lane. Ain't no shame, she peeling off her lace and things.
FirstFamRadio.com. 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 FirstFamRadio.com.
Nigga got a grip